We're here. We're here. And oh, baby, it's Joe Shasky. He's got to get his headphones. He's not ready. He's not ready for the roast. And I'm the guy who comes in late. Man. Finally. Last show of the week. Philadelphia on Sunday. Look, we got Warriors and Raptors tonight, and I know I got to work for NBC Sports Bay Area. But, boy, it's going to be so difficult to keep my mind on that basketball game. Pre-game show, post-game show. As soon as that bad boy's over, I am flying out. I'll meet the Shaskys. We'll get on the flight. And we'll get ready for the NFC title game. Because it's here, folks. It is here. 3 o'clock kickoff. Lincoln Financial Field. Tickets have been purchased. TSA pre-check has already been done. Boarding passes is loaded. Check-in has been loaded. We're ready to roll. The Morning Roaster's ready to roll. Roasters, are you ready to roll? Are you ready for this game? 888-957-9570.
I'm a roaster.
And I think this is a good omen. I really do. Because, I see the question today from Lubman. Are you worried about how Brock Purdy will handle the noise in Philadelphia? No, I'm not. You go down the field, you score first, you shut the crowd up. But on this day in history, the Niners won their last Super Bowl when they beat Chargers down in Miami, 49-26. And for me, it's good vibes. I see that. I think about the stars in that game, Ricky Waters, Jerry Rice, Steve Young, and, of course, Deion Sanders, John Taylor's last game. Or no, it wasn't his last game. The next year it was. It's a good omen for me. I think about positive vibes. Everybody's asking me, Joe, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? I tricked myself. I feel great about this game. Yeah, I really do.
I'm confident. I'm feeling it this morning for a variety of reasons.
Wow.
Number one, I just pulled Thurman Thomas with the headset. I don't know if you guys remember this.
Kenneth Davis.
They did. I think it was the 91.
No, it was the last Super Bowl when they played the Cowboys at the Georgia Dome.
I thought it was the one against Washington.
No. Washington. My bad. Metrodome.
So I don't know if you guys know this, Spadoni and Lubman. Thurman Thomas couldn't find his helmet after the national anthem, and he missed the first drive.
And they had a play set up for him that may have gone to the house. And Kenneth Davis was the backup running back. And it was just like, that was a bad omen.
I feel like Brent Jones not being able to get out onto the field when John Taylor got his touchdown pass.
Oh, my God.
Just because he didn't pull a Barrett Robbins.
Oh, dude. But anyway, we're here.
Eugene Robinson?
Here's the real, B. The real is this. I've heard from so many Niner fans that are going out there. I think Philly has no idea what's going to hit them in the face. Bonte.
Maybe they are.
Bonte.
Maybe they are.
Bonte.
Maybe they are.
We're going.
We're going.
We're going.
They know we're going. We're doing this show from WIP.
You know who we haven't talked about all week?
Who's that?
Deebo Samuel. I've got a feeling that they find a way to unlock Deebo Samuel in this game. It feels like the McCaffrey calf injury. I'm not as worried as I was middle of the week. I'm feeling good about it. The 100% chance that he's going to play on Sunday. So, just move that to the side. To me, this feels like a 40-touch game somehow, some way, when you combine the numbers between Deebo and Christian McCaffrey.
And I'm okay with that.
Hell yeah, I am.
I'm okay with that. McCaffrey yesterday said, hey, will the calf limit, are you going to be ready to roll with this calf injury? Will it have any impact on the game? He said 0. I'm playing in this game.
Wow.
I'm playing. Now, I did hear you on the way in talking about Nick Bosa and what's going on with Nick Bosa.
Am I tripping?
I don't know what's going on with Nick Bosa. And honestly, I don't really care what's going on with Nick Bosa.
Oh?
97 on Sunday has to dominate. He has to show up. There has to be a pass rush. He has to play like the defensive player of the year on Sunday. I don't want to hear, he was playing with an oblique injury or if he was playing with a groin injury. I don't know what the hell's going on with him.
Yeah, I think it's a groin.
He hasn't been listed on the injury report. I got number 97's got to show up.
Everyone's hurt at this point. So let's he's not the only one. I'm sure that there are guys on the Eagles. I'm sure there's tons of guys on the 49ers on both sides of the ball that are hurting right now. But B, the reality is if you are injured, that does limit who you are. Think about Trent Williams. He had a high ankle sprain going into the NFC Championship game. Was that the same Trent Williams that was there all year?
No. And he discussed that yesterday at his presser. He said, I probably should have bowed out of that NFC title game, which would have gave us a better chance to win.
I mean, guys, come on. We're all Niner fans. I'll take 40% of Trent Williams over 100% of just about anyone. And that's not a knock on the backups. I mean, Trent's a legend.
He's a legend. And just him being out there helps me out.
Exactly.
Eases everybody.
Exactly.
Now, last week, Trent Williams is all-time dominant. Nobody's talked about that. Trent Williams went out there and just shut down Micah Parsons. He absolutely shut down, as I see on the screen, Nick Bosa trying to contain Dak Prescott, and it didn't go well. But Trent Williams was all-time. He shut down DeMarcus Lawrence, shut down Micah Parsons. It was an unbelievable game from Trent Williams. But 97, Nick Bosa, I need to see something from him.
Well, I think this is a game where you have to suit up Drake Jackson. This is a D-line game. Yeah. So if you have to suit up one extra D-lineman, then so be it, right? Like,
I'm with you.
What's going on with Drake Jackson? I need some juice. I need some wiggle. I need some athleticism.
Should we get a 49er beat writer on? I mean, seriously, I don't know what's going on with Drake Jackson. I've heard no reports. Beat writers they'd rather ask about Jimmy Garoppolo than Drake Jackson.
If I hear another Jimmy Garoppolo question, it's like, where's a book? Close the book, all right? Dude. He's not playing.
So I did a hit yesterday in D.C. This guy, Craig, he seemed pretty cool. And he asked me, hey, when you dropped the Joe Giglio, we didn't get no drop.
I mean, I'm doing hits in the town that we're playing in, but continue.
Yeah. See, there you go. You see how that works?
I love that homage.
One up in me.
Is that a homage sweatshirt?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, it's really clean. I like
that. I'm trying to change
one.
the subject. You went on with Joe G. Yeah. My Philly buddies don't like him. Anyway.
Matt and Hegan, could you do this for me?
Yeah, my Philly buddies can't stand him.
He's a good guy.
My Philly buddies can't stand him.
But Bonta doesn't like him.
Did he say that?
No.
You know what I did?
He
I did
called you Bonta.
The entire interview.
Yeah, which I can imagine.
And my buddies were listening out in Philly. They was like, we want to smack this guy up.
Yeah.
This is why we can't stand him.
One of my aunts did that to you, and I was like, oh, my God, please. And they're like, I know it's Bonta, but for some reason I kept saying Bonta.
Yeah, they get nervous.
And I'm like, God.
They get nervous.
Please don't do this.
They get nervous. Where was I going? So Craig what was he asking me? Damn, I already lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
Eagles Niners.
Boy,
you're on fire today.
No, because you sidetracked me. You start talking about, you did a hit. I did a hit in Philly, and Joe G, and da-da-da-da-da. Nick posted this, and Nick posted that. I forgot where the hell I was going. Damn.
You were more fired up Tuesday morning after getting yelled at by Philly than you are today.
Oh, I'm fired up. It's the calm before the storm.
Okay.
So this is where we break everything down, right? This is our keys to the game. This is our prediction show. This is what needs to happen. You brought up Debo. I still think George Kittle needs to be heavily involved.
Okay.
He is Brock Purdy's safety valve.
Wow.
I believe he has the best rapport with Brock Purdy in the passing game. So George Kittle last week, or more than Ayuk.
Wow.
Now, Ayuk on the sleds or whatnot, they've got a good one.
I think you're right.
But I think Ayuk, it's going to be a tough game for Brandon Ayuk. I believe in Brandon Ayuk. But I believe that the Eagles secondary, there's something special.
I agree with that. Bradbury,
Darius Slay Jr., Gardner Johnson, Chauncey Gardner Johnson.
Well, he's the guy that, when you bring up Kittle, stop on Gardner Johnson, him and Kittle going at it.
Oh, they go at it a lot. I
actually like that matchup for the Eagles.
Absolutely.
I actually really like that matchup.
Gardner Johnson against Kittle?
Yeah,
I love George Kittle in this matchup. I love Kittle in this matchup. His physicality, his mentality, his run after catch. Gardner Johnson does not want to tackle this guy. I'm telling you right now. He's going to get trucked by this dude, and it's going to be problems. I actually love George Kittle in this matchup. Love him. By the way, all guests appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy, and brought to you by Golden State, serving the Bay Area for 3 generations. When you succeed, we succeed. Visit GoldenStateLumber.com. I think George Kittle's got to have another monster game.
Just if anybody's out there who's a weed delivery service, can you bring my man Lubman some bakeable goods? Are you okay, dude? He's not fine.
What's going on?
He just looks very stressed.
No, he always looks stressed.
And we need to get this guy something. We need to relax him.
No. Lutman always looks stressed. That's what he looks like.
Thrives in chaos.
Yes.
Oh, so he's organized chaos?
Yeah. Shout out Jed York.
Shout out my man Jeff Garcia.
No, I don't mean to do this because I love him.
Who?
Organized chaos.
Who'd you rather have under these circumstances? Because our former producer, John Curley.
Don't do this to me.
My man.
But when he got rattled, and we couldn't get to the guy until the next day.
They say interior pressure rattles everyone.
But it didn't matter. Edge pressure, interior pressure, blitzes, it all got to Curley. At least Lobman, he gets hit with the blitz.
I'm Joe Cool under pressure, you know?
Oh!
We got the pressure coming in right here. I handle it. It may look scary, but no, it's all calm under the surface.
Did we all see the Joe Burrow slow motion throw? He throws a bomb in pre-games as the snow's coming down and then spins around like he's Steph Curry. Did we all see that?
So sick.
It's so sick. That's Lubman printing out a read for Bonte from the screen. He clicks print. He spins around as the snow's coming down.
It's very fluid motion, you know? It's a lot of art in those motions there.
Snow is just a bunch of dust bunnies from this old studio.
By the way, I am hammering, even though I don't bet, Cincinnati's winning this weekend. I don't care who's quarterbacking. Just mark my words. Joe Cool's going back to Super Bowl.
No, I'm leaning Chiefs. I'm leaning Kansas City. Too many people's on the Cincinnati bandwagon. That scares me off. They became favorites.
I was there week one of the wild card.
When?
I took Burrow over Josh Allen, knowing that they would meet in the second round.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
I love Zach Taylor.
I love. Oh, you like Zach Taylor now?
Me and Covey argued about Zach Taylor for weeks. He's like, he's garbage.
No, Zach Taylor's really good. They've got a really good feel in Cincinnati. But I think Kansas City's got something for him this week. I really do. Mahomes, Kelsey. I think Juju shows up. And everybody's just doubting Kansas City at Arrowhead. I don't like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll watch that game. Maybe we'll watch that game celebrating, or maybe we'll watch that game from the hotel rooms as we're depressed.
Well, did we get media credentials for the field before game?
I have no idea.
Is that Lucas or Madsen?
Lucas the one brought it up. He's the one who brought it up.
Yeah, we
that's your boy.
Lucas, if you can hear my voice.
You guys go everywhere together. You tell me.
I mean, well, he likes elite basketball.
Big win for SC over UCLA last night.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, gosh, college basketball. Oh, gosh.
By
the way, I was at go ahead.
No, you told us to turn on NBC.
Yeah.
And I put on NBC, and it was San Jose State at San Jose State versus, I think, UNR, Nevada.
So maybe it was taped. But the Positive Coaching Alliance Game Changer Awards was yesterday at Chase Center.
Oh.
And this has been going on for a long time. And I went with the Paynes, Lyle Payne, of course, who left this world a few months ago, Rosalind, Matt, Little B, True Payne. We're all at a table together. I went with them. Big Dog City was in the building. And it was just a who's who, right? You had the Giants table with Ron Wotus and Larry Bear and Farhan Zaidi. Yeah, Sean Estes there. Paz was in the building.
Did you guys connect eyes?
We did.
Did you give him the unofficial head nod like, yo, what's up, with the peace sign?
I tried to, but I didn't get a chance to catch up with Farhan. I did see Bob Sargent in the building. I saw Raymond Ritter.
Bobby?
Kevon Looney. I
bet Bob was talking the whole entire time.
He was at another table. Oh,
working the room.
Yeah.
Future deals.
Raymond Ritter in the building. Kevon Looney received an award.
Oh, really?
Logan Webb received an award. His high school coach was there.
Nice.
Dave Stewart was there. Dusty Baker received the Lifetime Achievement Award.
E40 just posted a photo with Logan Webb.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
At the Warriors game.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's been in the building. You had everybody from NBC there. So it was a who's who. Festus, KB.
Who was emceeing?
Oh, you'll love this. You had ABG.
Oh.
And you had the great Raj Mathai.
Oh, Raj. Was he strutting?
Oh,
How expensive was the suit?
Dude, he had the tux on with the bow tie. He comes down, he goes, Bonte, talk to me.
Italian leather shoes?
Dude, he goes, you're looking good on screen.
Yeah.
You know, you got those full body shots, the shoe games right.
Yeah.
He's so smooth. He's my idol now. He's my new idol.
Oh, he's your idol?
Yes.
You look up to Raj?
Dude, he is so smooth.
Yeah.
He's so good. I fear that he's going to take my job if he wants to get back into sports.
I'm Bonte Hill at the NBC news desk here in San Jose.
Hey, listen.
We're going to go out live to Walnut Creek.
If Roz wanted to do Warriors pregame live, he had that job tomorrow. That guy's so good. He's so good. But it was a great time. It was a great time out. And a lot of roasters, including Allison and Jack.
I'm a roaster.
Whose daughter Sophie plays lacrosse. She wants to go to SI.
Oh, okay.
She wants to go to SI. And they're all about it. And you know what Jack did? He's going down the escalator to get down to Chase Center, and he goes, hey, Bonte, look at this. I got the Gucci's, too. Tell Shasky and them boys, they don't know about this.
Oh.
There's levels to this. And I was like, I don't even stun on them with the Dior's. I don't even do it no more because they went crazy over the Gucci's. But there was a lot of roasters out there, so shout out to Jack.
Yeah.
Shout out to Allison. Shout out to everybody who listens to the show, of course. It was a good time out there. Really good time at Chase Center. Got home a little late, but you know what? It's all good. I needed to take my mind off this championship game because what drives, I heard you and Spadoni talk about anxiety and this and that. the week leading up to a game used to give me so much anxiety. I couldn't wait for Sundays. I'd devour newspapers, stats, rosters, who's in, who's out. And so this week has been really good for me because I need stretches to take my mind off the football game because I think about it all day.
I know. I've been thinking about it too. So the big thing this week has been the 2-1. The personnel. Everyone's going through the
personnel.
The personnel packages that the 49ers have out there. Have you not noticed that? Every single Dan Orlovsky, Daniel Jeremiah, like everybody across the league is like breaking it down.
Honestly, I haven't watched much.
Well,
ESPN.
so let me ask you, because now Ryan Crowley's texting me and he's trying to produce the show. Do you think they go with 2 tight end sets with Kittle and Warner, Kittle and Dwelly?
Maybe they're going to run a little bit of everything. Because Juwan Jennings is a third down guy, right?
Well, they have the 5D lineman, and so they're going to have to do something unique in this game that maybe it's putting Juszczyk online. They put Christian McCaffrey at tight end in the game the other day. So knowing Shanahan and some of his formations, who knows what he could come up with.
Maybe you go with George Kittle and you motion out Juszczyk and you line him up at tight end one way, and then you still have your personnel out there.
I do think heavy formations.
Yeah, but I don't want to cater to the Eagles because if you're running heavy formations, you're almost giving away what play you're going to run or what type of play you're going to run.
Gotcha.
And I think that benefits the Philadelphia Eagles. You got to play your brand of football. They want to go 5D linemen. Well, I expect Shanahan to cook something up to combat that. Is it 3 wide receivers? Do you space them out? Do you space the field with 3 wide receiver sets, 4 wide receiver sets? I have no idea. But I do like talking formations. That's my thing. I do like that.
So this guy Jack, who's wearing Gucci's, his kid's going to go to SI?
She wants to.
Yeah, fits right into SI.
She wants to.
Family money.
Well, Jack and Allison was having a great time yesterday. They were like, the roasters are out there. Let me tell you. The roasters are out there. I didn't want to see Farhan, though. I'm a little disappointed I go to Farhan. You
should have given the Palo Banchero. Hit the double
Yeah, he would have looked that'd be crazy. He ain't swagging.
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
probably persona non grata when it comes to the Giants after the month you had in December.
Well, what? Well,
did you slip on my number?
No, I did not. That's for sure I didn't. Not even close.
FanFest next Saturday.
Have fun with that. I know. Well, actually, you know what? Larry Barrow's in the building. Larry Barrow chopped it out with me.
Yeah?
Bonte, we miss you in the Richmond district, man. What's going on? And Larry Barrow's working the room. Larry Barrow knows what's up. I don't think he appreciated me saying that, well, I'm not going to spend a dime on the Giants next season.
Because it's a lie.
Well, because there's a lot of security guards and ushers that chase her. It's like, hey, Bonte, I told my wife, we're not spending a dime on the Giants all because of you. I said, well, damn.
Keep it down. Farhan's looking at me.
Yo, chill, dude. Chill. But I'm not spending a dime next year at the Giants games. Yeah, Sophie. She's a 14-year-old lacrosse player on Stets Forum Tiburon. Huge fan of the roast. Actually, it says huge fan of yours, but for...
Who is this again so I can remember?
Jack. This is Jack, her dad
Jack,
for the PCA.
You the homie. I take back all the family money things I said.
Jack and Allison. Doesn't say Sophie's a huge fan, so we took a selfie. He said that Sophie was jacked up. Jacked up about it. So
I underestimated how many of the young people watch us on YouTube.
Oh, there's a lot.
I mean, I've been at multiple high school games this week, and I felt like a rock star. And I'm like, I didn't know 17-year-olds were watching good old Bonte and myself right here on YouTube every single day.
And
I want to know this. I have a question.
570.
I have a question for the Bay Area.
What's up?
Who's going with us? Who is ready for this trek that we're about to embark on? And I don't mean physically who's going with us to Philadelphia.
It's mentally.
Who is mentally ready for us to go into the Lion's Den? I mean, B, I know you hate my analogies. I know you hate my analogies. I know you do. I get it.
I don't hate your. Why would you say something like that?
I love
it's just a Star Wars
situations.
The Star Wars situation.
All right, so you pick what's the movie setting that you like, and I'll come up with the analogy right now.
You just do what you do.
All right. Let's think about it very simply. Like Reservoir Dogs. We're going into a bank heist where we know somebody's a snitch. All right? That's what's going on in this situation. We are entering the Emperor's chamber in Return of the Jedi, knowing that our Father's by our side trying to convert us to the dark side.
I like that.
Your heat has made you powerful.
It's Saving Private Ryan. We're getting out of the boats and we're trying to storm Normandy. That's what this is. Mentally, that's what this is. It's not really what this is, but that's what this is. This is the biggest test of the Shanahan era. As much as I want to say, the Rams and McVay, and you guys had such familiarity, I think the familiarity actually made it a more palpable matchup for both sides. You don't see this team often. You aren't accustomed to facing the RPO game that Jalen Hurts is going to bring to the table. This is a way more adverse situation outdoors, in the elements, in Philadelphia, across the country, 1 day less rest.
Right.
There's so many elements of this. You've played one more game than the other opponent, right? Like, there's a lot of little things when you look at this and you dive deep. Philly has almost every single advantage. They have a quarterback, say what, he has more NFL experience.
Right.
There's equal playoff experience because Jalen has the 2 games and Brock has the 2 games. Sirianni has less head coaching experience. What's it going to be like if it's a tight game in the 3rd and 4th quarter? Everybody goes, oh, Shanahan buttons up. No, he doesn't. Shanahan wins playoff games.
What's Philly going to do?
Sirianni is an unknown.
Yeah, what's Philly going to do if it's a tight football game? If they get taken into deep waters.
Thank you.
I do like Shanahan in this matchup. It's probably the biggest challenge for this Niners bunch since Super Bowl 54 against Kansas City. That, to me, was like, oh, boy, Kansas City.
Well, and there's a lot of new guys, though, B.
Right. Oh, but the core's there.
Yeah, Kittle and you, Juice,
and you bring
Debo.
back Trent. You got Debo.
But, like, Ayuk wasn't there.
Right. Bosa was there.
You know, Trent wasn't there.
Fred Warner was there.
Yeah.
Dre Greenlaw was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Ward was there.
Fred wasn't playing. Or not Fred, but
Well, Greenlaw played, remember, because he replaced Quan Alexander.
Who dropped an interception in that game.
No doubt. All right, what's coming up in the game? Sponsored by CalHope.org and Department of Health Care Services. We're going to break this game down. We got a loaded guest list.
Pumped.
Shaun King, 650, former quarterback for the Tampa Bay Bucks. He was a rookie starting in an NFC title game against the St. Louis Rams. We'll ask him about that. Brian Westbrook, the former Eagle and Niner, joins us at 7:30. Jojo Camera and John Ritchie, former fullback for the Raiders. We're going to do a little simulcast with WIP 94 out in Philadelphia. I don't think it's going to be as volatile as last week against the boys from Dallas. I mean, they were looking for smoke. They got the smoke, and they got rolled. I think this one will be a little more cordial, a little more chill, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I got a question for you on the other side. We're talking about the run game. What if they go in the other direction?
And throw the ball all over the yard? Yeah, I don't know about that. Thanks to Boxer Gerzer for sending us out there. More coming up on the roast.
It's a Football Friday on 95.7 The Game.
3rd down and 9. Bosa. The sack.
Brought to you by John Vai's Bay Area Houses. Thinking of selling your home but don't want to deal with repairs, cleaning, realtors, photos, and showings? With John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com. You don't have to do any repairs or pay any commissions. Visit John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. CalHope can help. Access CalHope's free and secure mental health resources. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org.
Christian McCaffrey continues to deliver on the field, but off the field, the superstar running back has to look his best, and so you know he's wearing our favorite brand, Flag and Anthem. Saw him in the locker room wearing it yesterday. From the best flannel shirts and most versatile quarter zips that got you layered up with everything in your closet, to shirt jackets, hoodies, and durable jeans with a hint of athletic stretch, Flag and Anthem makes premium quality clothes with an attention to detail at a fair price. Or in other words, it's the kind of clothes that are going to last you years. So head over to flagandanthem.com today and use the code GAME, G-A-M-E, for 25% off your purchase. Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life.
If you're considering remodeling your home in 2023, talk with your architect or designer about utilizing Golden State Window and Door for your upcoming project. Each location across the Bay Area features beautifully planned displays. You'll be surprised by the variety of styles. Their respected partners include Anderson, Milgard, Marvin, and many other top brands. For locations, images, and more, visit goldenstatelumber.com. Since 1954, Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed.
Kirby is your driveway mechanic. They bring the shop to you with brake replacements, oil changes, washes, and so much more. Get $50 off your first oil change with code OIL50 at Kirby.com. That's CURBEE.com and use code OIL50.
Make connections that count at Evergreen Valley College and get free tuition when you enroll for 6 units or more. That's right, free tuition and no student fees this spring. EVC is an award-winning transfer college and has the 4th most diverse faculty in the country. And with EVC alum earning more money than nearly every other community college in the country, you can take classes and transfer or fast-track your career. Enroll for classes today and get free tuition for the spring. Visit evc.edu for more information and enroll for classes at evc.edu. That's evc.edu.
This is the final week of the Manufacturers RV Show. See hundreds of RVs from dealers all over the West Coast. Don't miss the 34th Annual Manufacturers RV Show at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. Show ends this Sunday.
The following is an attorney advertisement. If you get sidelined by a workplace injury, the workers' compensation attorneys at Boxer & Gerson can help get you back in the game. Our team of skilled attorneys will fight by your side for the treatment and compensation you deserve. We care about justice for injured workers. That's what makes us Northern California's premier workers' comp law firm. Call Boxer & Gerson at 510-345-2341 or visit boxerlaw.com for a free consultation. Boxer & Gerson, your life is worth the fight. When back to the office means back in traffic.
Blocking the 3 right lanes, multiple emergency crews on the scene.
You can rely on your Northern California Honda Dealers Traffic Center.
On the shoulder now, so that's good. Traffic is getting by.
From your traffic leader, KCBS.
The Prophetic Matrix. Unlock the secret code to your destiny. A new revolutionary book by Michael John Toste. The first ebook to make history by being filmed in space. Discover your unlimited future. Get The Prophetic Matrix now on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Nachos! Get your nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
Great. And some Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you're just gonna eat these dry, plain, boring nachos with no Franks? Seriously? Frank it up. Frank it up. Come on, lady. Frank it up. Frank it up. Frank it up. Yeah! Yeah, this guy finally gets it. Hey, look, we're on the Jumbotron.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
It's the final days to save big store-wide at the Truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, get deals on select major appliances and take home what you buy same day. And save an additional 10% on all in-store clearance appliances. Plus, get savings on even more items across the store, like up to 40% off select bathroom products. Hurry and head to your local Lowe's store or visit Lowe's.com to shop the Truckload event today. Exclusions apply while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details. Valid 126 through 28.
This is how you remind me of what I read.
Nickelback with special guest Brantley Gilbert is coming to Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View, July 9th. Enter at 957thegame.com for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the show.
Come on, man. You got Larry June in the building. You listen to the Morning Roast, and we're doing numbers, man. Good job, Morning Roast. Sock it to me. Hey. Yee!
Damn, Larry June, man. That may be one of my favorite drops ever. Woo! One of my favorite drops ever. San Jose Jazz fan. TV Bonte is a friend of Farhan. Not yesterday. We didn't say what's up. I wanted to. I didn't want to bother him. The Road to Glendale brought to you by the San Francisco Sheriff's Office. Your future begins here. Visit sfsheriff.com and apply today. Yeah, your future begins here. Be a sheriff.
All right,
Let's
so
go to sheriffs.
I was thinking about this. Everybody's been bringing up the running stats for both the Niners and Philadelphia. They don't really do well against the run. That's in summation for those that are out there. And so I was thinking, like, all right, I know they're going to run the ball at some point, but the last couple of weeks, they've come out throwing to try to set up the run for later. We know that they want to get a lead and take the air out of the ball, which that's part of the sauce, if you will, the recipe, as they make this beautiful pasta to try to get to the Super Bowl. I have a feeling they're going to spread it out more than people think. They went 5 wide in crucial situations last week, and if you're going to go 5-man front up front, you could split Juice out. You could split Kittle out. Like, you could have formations out there that look at the beginning or from the huddle like it's going to be a normal condensed formation. But then I still think they can go 3, 4, 5 wides at times because I want to attack the middle of the field. I want to get these defensive linemen trying to cover in space, these linebackers covering in space. You don't want them to throw that often? Like, if you looked up and it was 20 pass attempts to 10 rushes at the end of the half, would you be disappointed?
No. So basically, when you ask me, 21 personnel, do you run double tight? Because Crowley's asking the question, your boy Ryan Crowley. And
trying to play
and
producer.
I'm thinking, and look, 5 defensive linemen. I'm saying stay in your personnel, but you can motion guys all over the place. And you can spread them out. But you need to run the football. They amassed 70 sacks. Hargraves and Fletcher Cox in the middle. That my biggest concern in this football game, it's not Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, because I do think the Niners can get to Jalen Hurts. It's those two dudes up the middle. They cause havoc. When you think about last year in week 2, and last year was different, right? It was different center, different right guard. Lincoln Tomlinson was playing left guard. Hargraves dominated that football game. I mean, Elijah Mitchell got hit over and over at the line of scrimmage in that game.
Yeah.
17 carries, 44 yards. So, do I want to spread them out and just leave Brock Purdy back there and throw the football with those two guys? And then you got Hassan Reddick come out the edge. And, Craig in D.C. was asking me about Mike McGlinchey. He's going to be a free agent. And Washington fans, we're thinking about throwing the money. I was like,
oh, my goodness.
I said, caution to Washington fans. You don't want to overpay for this guy. He is the weak link of the offensive line.
He got thrown like a sack of potatoes on the one play. He had a couple of really nice blocks in that game, watching it back.
He's been better than what the perception is.
I mean, I've crushed him. He's been playing much better the last 6 weeks.
Right. They'll be fine. I mean, he's been better than what the perception is. But But there's those plays in critical situations where you just give it up. Well, you know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of linemen are going to have isolated plays here and there. Maybe he has more than others. He is an easy target for people to criticize. My number one thing for the 49er offense, and everyone's, you got to establish the run, you got to do this. You got to get Brock Purdy feeling comfortable as early and as quick as possible in this game. He cannot come out and have a slow, hey, I gotta hit a guy. This is one of my big problems with Greg Roman and Kaepernick. First pass of the game, 17 yards down the field. Right? Can I get a couple of short, little simple dump-offs to Juice? Get some tone setters, some physicality. A quick dump-off to George Kittle. See the ball get caught by a receiver. See him start to run, even if it's a 2 or 3 yard gain. Get the ball out quick. Get him feeling rhythmic. Get the offense moving forward. Get the chains moving. To me, getting Brock settled in this environment early in the game is mandatory. If he does not get settled in early, I got a feeling this is going to be an uphill battle all game.
Well, I actually think the opposite. I think if there are nerves early on in the NFC title game, he's a rookie. I expect him to be amped up. I swear to God, I expect him to be amped up.
I expect every player to be amped up.
So there may be a couple high throws. Hopefully it doesn't go into the hands of Gardner Johnson and Darius Slay. However, I think as the game wears on and the game is closer, I believe Brock gets more comfortable. And all of a sudden,
I agree with that.
He's seen that pass rush, and he's saying, okay, I've seen it for 20 snaps. I've seen it for 25 snaps. I see how fast they are. I see what angles I can take when I scramble. I see what I can do out there in terms of the passing game. I think as the game goes along, and it's a close game, hopefully, and it's going back and forth, I think Brock settles in. I expect him to be a little nervous early on. He's a rookie playing in Philadelphia in the NFC title game.
But this is where I'm looking at Shanahan, and I trust him to do this. Not only do I want him to score early, obviously everyone score early, get the lead, but I just think having him settled in early so you don't have long stretches. They had 28 3-and-outs all year with 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's wild.
It really is.
It's
and
really
so
good.
I'm looking at Shanahan. I'm saying, Shanahan, you have got to find a way to get some points on the board early in this game. First 2 possessions, you got to score at least a touchdown.
All right, it's time for Kerr's Corner. Kerr's Corner. Steve Kerr, the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, joined Damon and Ratto yesterday. And Kerr, do we got an intro for that? I don't even remember. There it is. All right, Steve Kerr was asked if the Warriors owe it to James Wiseman to either play him more or trade him. Here's what Kerr had to say.
I think that's a fair question. One of the things that I tell James from time to time is I feel bad for him because of the circumstances. He's had a tough go with the injuries. The injuries have definitely set him back. But bottom line is he's a really talented young guy playing on a veteran team. So he's in a situation where he's not getting as many reps and as much playing time as he would in a different set of circumstances. Had he been drafted by a different team, he'd be getting more opportunities for sure. And that's part of his story. That's part of his journey. And what I love about James is he understands that and recognizes it and continues to keep a positive spirit and energy. And he works hard every single day. And he's wonderful to coach. So as I've said many times, I'm a huge fan. And however this plays out, we don't know, but I hope I get to continue to coach him, and I hope that he can develop here and get more opportunities as we go forward.
Boy, it's a hell of an answer. What do you think they do with James Wiseman? Trade deadline's coming up. Less than 2 weeks.
Fonte, I have no idea.
Do they owe it to James Wiseman to trade him or play him?
I do feel bad. Just the circumstance just does not feel advantageous for either side. James Wiseman nor the Warriors.
Didn't play the other night. It's Michael Green getting those minutes. Boy, that sprained ankle came at the wrong time for James. I thought he was starting to turn the corner.
I know. And they needed him at that point. And there was a lot of people out, and
it stinks.
It feels like Moody and him are...
Moody's back in the G League.
I know, but it feels like they're the odd men out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I could see something happening with them.
And I'm looking at it, and everyone's like, we need a backup big. I think they need another wing player.
Yeah, I think wing.
Yeah,
they need a Siakam type. Not Sam Pascal Siakam,
yeah,
but I need a guy like that.
Yeah,
I don't think they need another big.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And the big, it's not Jakob Poeltl. Can we stop with that, please?
No, I would like Vanderbilt. I would try to trade Moody for Vanderbilt.
I like Vanderbilt a lot. I even like Kelly Olynyk on this team. I think
Is
Kelly
he a free
Olynyk,
agent at the end of the year?
No, he's got 1 year left on this deal.
That's actually not bad.
And
I
he
like
sets a mean screen. I like Kelly Olynyk a lot. We're only talking 10, 15, 20 minutes max, but I think that's a better fit.
I don't know if the
Jakob Poeltl.
Warriors are ready to swallow their pride on the number 2 pick and trade him for Kelly Olynyk. I'm just saying, I think that man.
Pivot, don't panic. Pivot, don't panic.
Now, I would trade JMG and Michael Moody if I could get Kelly Olynyk.
I kind of like JMG. All right, let's break. Football Friday brought to you by Zinni, the official eyewear of the San Francisco 49ers. Shop from over 3,000 styles at 80% off retail prices exclusively at Zinni.com.
The road to Glendale is brought to you by West Credit Union. Working for you today, tomorrow, together.
The other day, I bought a cockatoo. He's a handful, but I'll manage. Just like I manage without home internet. Sure, my mobile hotspot is slow and makes streaming shows unbearable, but I'm making do. Oh no, who's this?
It's mating season, Dad!
No home internet? It's not that bad!
Don't settle. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $19.99 a month for 1 year with a free streaming box. Call, click, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 2/21/23.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you are 65 or older, you know this. Watching your hard-earned dollars fly out the window on healthcare costs is so frustrating, but here's some great news. If you missed the December 7th deadline for open enrollment, it's not too late. Here's something that can really help. It's MediShare 65 Plus. MediShare is a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills. It's people who encourage and pray for each other, too. MediShare 65 Plus is a low-cost option for those with Medicare Parts A and B, and it fills in the gaps where Medicare stops. It's a great way to fight inflation, too. You can lock in one low monthly price for up to 10 years. Plus, it's easy. You can use any Medicare-approved doctor or get 24/7 telehealth access from the comfort of your home. So worth looking into. MediShare 65 Plus is open for enrollment, and if you join right now, before January 31st, your second month will be free. So don't miss this chance. Call 844-SHARE-65. That's 844-SHARE-65. 844-SHARE-65.
All guests appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
Here's home improvement news for the new year at Dolan's. Replace those old interior doors with ones you design yourself. Create your own style with personal choices at Dolan's and doors that are made just for you. The door experts at a Dolan's showroom will help you design your own amazing interior doors. Visit the ideas section at dolanlumber.com and have a safe and happy new year.
Golfers, tee it up at the Golf Mart and go farther and faster with the new G430 woods and irons from Ping. The Ping G430 woods introduce the next generation of speed with new face technology for longer and more accurate shots. The new Ping G430 irons are designed with pure flex technology for faster ball speed and more distance. Swing into the Golf Mart and get custom fit on the new Ping G430 woods and irons today. The Golf Mart, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
UCSF Sports Medicine Center is dedicated to treating every type of athlete, from kids to adults, amateurs to elite professionals. As one of the best orthopedic programs in the nation, UCSF has programs to optimize an athlete's performance and the latest advancements to treat the most complex sports injuries. With locations throughout the Bay Area, now including Marin, Walnut Creek, and Redwood Shores, it's even easier to make an appointment today. Visit ucsfhealth.org so you can get cleared to play. UCSF Health, redefining possible.
Doors and loading dock equipment are a crucial part of your business, and one you probably don't think much about until they break. A broken door or dock leveler can be a real security threat, along with disturbing the flow of goods in your business. Luckily, RNS is here for all your commercial door, dock, and gate needs. From overhead doors and security shutters to fire-rated and personnel doors, RNS can provide your business with safety and security. Call 800-FIX-A-DOOR to schedule a free estimate or visit rsdoors.com. RNS Doors. Look for the red truck.
Listen for the latest ski, snow, and road conditions with the Toyota Tahoe Report every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday throughout this snow season with Johnny Mosley. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you interested in new career opportunities in the Bay Area and want to make a difference in your community? The San Francisco Sheriff's Office is looking for people considering a job in law enforcement right now. If you're at least 20 years or older with a high school diploma or equivalent, the San Francisco Sheriff's Office wants to hear from you. Enjoy full benefits, flexible schedules, and opportunities for growth and promotion. For employment announcements and more information, visit sfsheriff.com. That's sfsheriff.com to apply today.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Get started for just $49.99 a month. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarding.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 50 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
Milk, eggs, $42. Ma'am, you okay?
Need bucks? With Jackson Hewitt, don't wait weeks for the IRS to send your tax refund. Come in now for up to $3,500 with a no-interest, no-fee refund advance loan when you file your taxes. That's up to $3,500 today. Don't let high prices get you down. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes. So get to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
You might get wireless data everywhere, but do you have to use it all the time? If that's not really you, there's TracFone. You can get the same nationwide 5G coverage as big carriers, but you pick a plan that you need for a lot less. Unlimited talk and text plans start at $15 a month, no contract. And now you can get the Samsung Galaxy A03s for just $49.99. TracFone. Now you're in control. While supplies last, 1 month equals 30 days. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
And some Frank's Red Hot.
Nah.
You're just gonna eat these boring nachos with no flavor. Frank it up! Frank it up! This guy finally gets it.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Tune in to 95.7 The Game for Warriors Live, 60 minutes before tip-off of every Warriors game. Brought to you by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi. Unbeatable internet, only from Xfinity.
It's your boy Guru from Steiny and Guru, noon to 3, right here on 95.7 The Game. Now back to the morning roast. I'm a roaster because these two guys are my guys. Yin and Yang, right here on 95.7 The Game.
What up, Goo? Wonder how he's feeling after the Cowboys bowed out. He's still wearing his Cowboys gear, though, so much respect to him. As this segment is sponsored by Golden State, serving the Bay Area for 3 generations. When you succeed, we succeed. Visit GoldenStateLumber.com. Look, man, we got Shaun King on. Former quarterback, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. does his thing in the media, very articulate. I love his breakdowns. I love his insight on the game of football. And he was one of 5 rookies to start in the title game, in the championship game. And we all know that a rookie has to come out celebrating in those title games. So we want to kind of get what Brock Purdy is going through as a rookie. So let's talk to Shaun King. He joins us on the Morning Roast here, courtesy of the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Shaun, good morning, man. How you doing?
I'm excellent, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. And we remember that Rams game that you played playing against the Rams, as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers starting quarterback. You guys lose 11-6. It was a hard-hitting football game. What was it like for you, though, as a rookie playing in that football game? Because I remember the week before you guys played Washington, you come back and rally to get to that point. Just take us through the week of preparation as a rookie going through this.
I think it's a little different now because that was 1999. It might have had spilled over into 2000 by that point. But, I mean, you couldn't even text from your cell phone. Like, there was no Twitter. There was no Instagram. Like, there was no – I mean, the Internet used to be like a dial-up service in most places. So I just say that to say you were a little more insulated. Like, you didn't go check your phone and, like, all the articles pop up. You know, when when you drove home, I mean, you just didn't know. The world was a bigger place in '99 than it is now. So I'm sure Brock is dealing with a lot more, you know, just because the world is smaller with social media and with the ability for people to, like, communicate and get their messaging out and everybody hear it. So, you know, for me, it was all about the Rams offense at the time. They called it the greatest show on turf for those people that may not be familiar with it. And our defense, which a lot of people thought was the best they had ever seen. Ultimately, we have 3 Hall of Famers off that defense and potentially another one because John Lynch, the GM, there in San Fran, Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, all already in the Hall of Fame, and Rondé Barber has been a finalist. So, you know, that was the conversation that week. For me, I was able to actually stay under the radar. And, you know, you look back on it, I was the first rookie ever to do it. And I don't really remember a whole lot of questions about that. So I don't even know if people knew.
That's interesting.
So what do you think the biggest misnomer is in this situation? Because I feel like we all pivot like, oh, we got to see him do it this week. And then, you know, he beats Brady. And then it's the next week, it's a different test. And the week after that, it's a different test. And you got to do it on the road, do it in the playoffs, do it on the road in the playoffs. But what's the biggest misnomer that you think is just kind of foolish that you hear the media talk about when it comes to rookie quarterbacks in the playoffs?
That the game's going to be too big. You know, I think the one advantage that, you know, Brock has that I had was we've never failed in that position before. So the anxiety is going to be with his teammates because they've been to 3 of these games in the last 4 years and don't have a ring. So, like, they're the ones that kind of can see, man, we got to get this done. Like, our window is closing. Like, for some of the Niners elite players, this may be the difference between them being a Hall of Famer and not.
Yeah.
So, like, that sense of urgency creates anxiety, creates, like, that nervous energy. It's probably more prominent with them than it is with Brock. Brock's just a kid from Iowa State that thought he was drafted too late. He was frustrated on draft day because he thought he was better than all those bums that were in front of him. and now he's getting a chance to prove it. So, I mean, he's confident. You can tell in the way he plays. You know, now the thing is, once he gets there, sometimes you have an out-of-body experience, guys. And he had it a little bit in the Seattle game. I had it in the Washington game where I was talking, but I didn't really know what I was saying. Like, I threw the ball, and I really could not control where it went. So, you know, I've said this a couple times, and I hope he's gotten it. The finger is your best friend. Like, when I got to the sideline after that first drive, I stuck my finger down my throat and made myself dry heave. And it snapped my body back into normalcy.
Like Willie Beeman?
Yes, like the craziest thing ever. And after that, I was fine.
Really?
That's incredible.
Had you ever done that before at any other level?
I hadn't, and I was on my last resort. I had poured water on my head. I drunk water. I slapped myself in the face. Like, I did everything I could do, and I'm just telling you, I wasn't in control of my movements.
That's wild.
that was the last resort, and it worked. And man, look, I'm telling you, that's the greatest secret most pro athletes don't know.
Shaun King on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game. Won the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, played with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Are you still coaching running back to South Florida right now?
No, I actually have a television show. I live in Las Vegas now.
Okay.
Brent Musburger owns the sports betting network called VSiN.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so we're on VSiN primetime, 3 to 6 Pacific, Monday through Friday. So I'm doing that now. This will be my second year hosting this talk show.
Okay, okay. So when you look at Brock Purdy, because we were, when Jimmy Garoppolo went down in the Miami game, I'm thinking, oh, boy, season's over. Brock Purdy really coming out of Iowa State. But what was your impressions of him coming out of Iowa State? Because he had to skip the beat. Heck, he's taking this offense to another level, Shaun.
Well, it was weird because he actually was a pretty good prospect, and then him and his teammates has completely tanked their senior year at Iowa State. I mean, I remember they came into that season, multiple guys were on preseason All-American lists. Breece Hall, who probably would have been Rookie of the Year if he doesn't get hurt for the Jets. He was having a tremendous start to his season. They didn't play well, and I think that really impacted Brock on draft day because the senior film wasn't good. But when I watched the Niners from afar, Coach Shanahan believes more in Brock Purdy than he ever did Garoppolo or Trey Lance.
Yeah, we believe that.
You can just tell from the way he calls it that he trusts Brock, that Brock is like, if he could draw up the perfect quarterback, it's Brock. Like, I think he loves Garoppolo's quick release and his ball location at times, but I don't think he loves the mental toughness of Garoppolo in pressure situations. I don't think he loves that Jimmy is not really a great athlete. He's not going to extend plays. I think he loves Trey Lance's athleticism, but Trey's just raw. Like, he hadn't played. He hadn't had a whole lot of snaps. So to think that a raw, inexperienced quarterback can come into we're a Super Bowl caliber team and develop, that's just tough, because he doesn't get a chance to fail without the scrutiny. So Brock kind of is the medium. Like, he's got that quick release. He's pretty accurate. He has great functional mobility. Like, that doesn't get talked about enough. Like, I know he doesn't run for a whole lot of yards, but, man, he's pretty good at, avoiding the pass rush, extending plays, creating stuff downfield off script.
There's so much that goes into quarterback play and evaluating quarterback play. We fall in love with height, weight, speed, arm strength, all those things. What are the things that you look for early on, whether it's at the pro level or the college level, where you're like, oh, this guy has it?
Well, I just got a unique gift. I had Justin Fields as the best quarterback in that draft. I thought Trevor Lawrence, eventually was going to be something special, but I hated the fact that Urban Meyer was the head coach of Jacksonville.
Yeah, situation matters.
I downgraded Trevor because of that, and luckily for Trevor, it only lasted a year.
Right.
Hats off to Mr. Khan. He didn't get stubborn. He was like, I know this is a catastrophe. He could see it. He was honest. And look at what Trevor did with Doug Peterson.
Right.
Yes.
I said Zach Wilson. I don't know why they drafted him. I don't know what the Jets are doing. They're still recovering from that. And I didn't like what San Fran did with Trey Lance for all the reasons I just mentioned. Not because I don't think Trey eventually will be a good player, but he was never going to succeed in San Fran. A guy that's inexperienced, that hadn't thrown a lot of balls, he can't operate in that pressure cooker where the team feels like it's a Super Bowl caliber team. He would have needed to go somewhere where they had no expectations. He could have thrown 25 picks the first 2 years and nobody cared as long as he was getting the reps and they thought he was going to be good in year 3.
Wow. Can I get in there on because you brought up like kind of the team around the quarterback. Take me through to your experience when you're coming in and you have all these Hall of Famers. These guys want to win now. Pressure cooker of, we have this great defense. We don't want it to go to waste. We're trying to capture a Super Bowl. Like, what's that like as the quarterback, whether rookie or not, and you're dealing with all of these egos and you're trying to win and balance everything out? That feels so ridiculously difficult and hard for the average fan to even understand.
Well, it's interesting because it's kind of the gift and the curse. I'm on your show today because of that opportunity. but I probably didn't play 10, 15 years because of that opportunity. You know, and we're talking a completely different NFL. You know, if you look at my Tulane team that went undefeated in 1998, you know, I set the all-time pass efficiency record. I mean, we were a spread team, majority shotgun. I mean, we were running the system that you see prominent now in 98. And I get to Tampa, and the entire NFL is under center. There's a fullback in the game, a tight end in the game. I mean, it's all about physicality, running the football. You know, that's why the St. Louis team was so unique, because they were one of the few teams that were, like, throwing the ball. So for me, it just was so much pressure because we were always in 3rd and 6th.
Right.
First down, I was the best handing the ball to Mike All-Star Oregon Dunn down, first and second down the league had ever seen.
Shaun King here on the Bud Light guest line. No, you're dropping a lot of knowledge. I remember that Tulane team, man. You guys were fun to watch winning that Liberty Bowl. And then obviously you go to Tampa Bay and Brad Johnson comes in, but you're a part of that roster here. How do you see this game playing out Sunday, though? Jalen Hurts on the other side, another guy who was kind of disrespected coming into the league. You know, left Alabama, being replaced by Tua Tagovailoa, goes to Oklahoma, has a great season under Lincoln Riley, but people thought, maybe a backup. How do you see this game playing out between those two quarterbacks and both these teams?
I think Jalen Hurts hadn't gotten enough credit. If he doesn't win MVP, that's going to be a travesty. I mean, he was the front runner, and then he got injured and missed a couple games, and people are holding that against him, it looks. But he is a finalist, so I hope he wins it. I mean, what a year. People forget that coming into this season, a lot of people thought Gardner Minshew should be the quarterback in Philly. And so for him to go out and not blink, I mean, it just speaks to how mentally tough he is. Super talented. I'm pulling for him. But I go back, and if you guys want a game that I think is a great point of context, go watch the Washington Commanders and what they did to the Eagles running the football when they beat them in the second half of the regular season. And I just know with Coach Shanahan and his ability to scheme, you know, a run game, you know, and he's the best in the league at that. I think San Fran is going to expose what's really the deficiency of the Eagles, and that's that run defense. I think this is a fourth quarter game. I'll say this. I don't know what's going on with
Charvarius Ward. Yeah, Mooney Ward. You get to say, he likes to be called Mooney, Sean.
Mooney. I respect, because he's not playing in the postseason like he played in the regular season. He doesn't seem confident. He's giving up underneath catches without contesting the catch. He's getting beat deep. DK Metcalf had his way with him. So that's a matchup I would watch if he ends up on A.J. Brown. And then can that front four get pressure? Because for as good as Bosa was in the regular season, for good as the front four was for overwhelming teams with their pass rush, they have not been as dominant in these two playoff games. So if they can't get pressure on Hurts, that's going to be an issue. But I do think in the end, San Francisco has enough. I trust Coach Shanahan way more than I trust Coach Sirianni. Sirianni he looks like one of those guys that thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. And this isn't just about the Eagles winning the NFC. This is about him proving that he's the smartest guy in the room. And I think he's going to mess up at some point. Game management, decision, being too aggressive, you know, trying to do something that makes people go, wow. And I think it's going to make people go, uh-oh. Man. I've got Niners 24-21.
I love that.
Sean,
I love that.
Can you promise us you'll come back on again? Because you are like, it's just, I love someone who's actually tapped in and pays attention and is giving us nuggets of truth on both their own playing career and what's really going on in the NFL now. You were really good today. Thank you.
I appreciate it, man. Go Niners. Bang, bang, Nine again.
I love that, Sean. That was good stuff, man. Really good stuff, man. We're going to check your show out, too, in Vegas, man. You really respect there, man. That was a lot of stuff. Good stuff there. Shaun King, Bud Light guest line. Of course, everybody joins us here on the all postseason guests, appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. You are listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ, FM, and HD1, San Francisco, always live on the free Odyssey app. Download the Odyssey app and favorite 95.7 The Game for the best and most up-to-date sports coverage. And don't forget that you can also watch us every day on our YouTube and Twitch streams. Just log on and search 95.7 The Game. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel while you are there. Let's get to the calls because I do want to react to Shaun King, man. He was excellent. The pressure cooker thing was very interesting. He didn't like Trey Lance going to San Francisco. He related it to the situation at Tampa Bay where it's like, yo, you're the guy. We got a great defense. Can you make throws? Remember, he got benched during that Super Bowl year, which sucked for him. He still got a ring. He still was part of that team, but that was very, very interesting going into a situation like this in San Francisco where guys are ready to win, and you need that quarterback to just come in and step right up. We haven't seen it yet with Trey. Small sample size. We'll see what happens. Let's go down to Houston. SF Bay Drummer. What's happened to SF Bay Drummer? What you got?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, baby?
What up? I'm excited for the game this weekend. I'm pumped. I got the Niners winning. I think we're going to run the ball mostly to the outside because those D linemen are pretty big and they look slow to me. So I'm predicting that the Niners win 24-17. And then also, don't worry about everybody saying, be careful in Philly, be careful in Philly. Don't worry about that. I'm going to give you a slightly revised RBL lyric. Frisco dudes ain't no punks. You see eagle feathers in the way, and they're going to get plucked. Let's go.
Oh!
There's a green bird on my shoulder. Can I kill it?
Oh! SF Bay Drummer. Oh! That's right. Frisco dudes ain't no punk. That was really good. Look, I believe in Trey Lance. I want the Niners to keep Trey Lance and let him develop and learn, and hopefully he is around, and we'll see what happens next season. A lot of people already gave Brock Purdy the job. Fine. If he wins this game, it's hard not to give Brock Purdy the job. As my man Kyle Matz is coming through in the clutch with a cup of coffee, I'm cooked right now. Mole in Detroit, what's happening? You're on the roast. And I like that Mickey Mouse.
I was
just... Hey, Shasky, how are you?
What's up, Mo?
How are you, fellas?
I'm great.
Good. How you guys? Good, man. I'm pumped up, man. I'm in the zone today.
I am too.
Hey, two quick points. I would love to see a game like we did versus the Rams. I call it Christian McCaffrey's coming out party, where he ran one, he threw one, and he caught one. I mean, we got to keep him on our feet. We got to give him our own Philly special, the San Francisco special. I think it's going to take one of those plays that are going to make the difference in the game. And number two, I'm rooting for Kansas City to win. There's nothing more I want to see than Shanahan get revenge on Andy Reid because I think he's the better coach. I think we're the better team. And I would love that rematch more than anything because before I die, I want to see them beat Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, man. I'm with you.
Whether it's Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes, and thanks for the call, Mo. We appreciate it out there in Detroit. Man, I don't even care about the AFC title game right now. I just want to get I want to get to Glendale.
We got to worry about ourselves.
I want to get to Glendale, and I like the vibes today. I really do. I'm telling you, man. I felt like Tuesday when it flipped, and all those Eagle fans are talking about this game is going to be over by halftime. I've never trusted Shanahan more. I never trusted D'Amico Ryans more. I never trusted Kittle more. And you know what? There's something with Brock Purdy where everybody said, what's Brock Purdy going to do in this environment? He's the least of my worries.
I know.
Brock Purdy as a rookie quarterback, and I can't believe I'm saying this right now, he is the least of my worries in this environment. I think he's going to be just fine. He'll lean on that running game. He'll lean on Kittle. He'll lean on Deebo Samuel. The thing I worry about, the pass rush of the 49ers and the secondary of the 49ers.
Bosa's health is the most important thing.
Shaun King's all over it.
What did I say?
Where's the
6:45 this morning, I was talking with Spadoni. I said, I think there's something up with the groin. Well, you watch the game back, he doesn't have the same push and explosion. And then, after 4 or 5 steps, he's not pursuing the way he normally does.
I don't know. I don't know if it's an injury. Maybe it's just too much wear and tear
of this
season. Games played.
But he had the groin injury earlier this year. Sometimes those things, not that they re-aggravate, they just don't go away.
Yeah. He was fine to end the regular season.
I know, but sometimes he
was fine to end the regular season. In the playoffs, he has not showed up. It's been more about Charles Omenihu.
It took me 3 years. I'm not boasting,
Stop. Don't do this.
It took 3 years to clear myself of a groin injury. Wait a minute. You could feel it. You can't push like you used to. You can go 80%. You can't go 100.
Wait a minute.
I slipped on a bag coming around second.
If that doesn't scream, I'm not athletic, I'm washed, I shouldn't be doing this.
20s.
That's even worse.
I'm just saying.
That's when you recover quicker.
Dude, a groin injury.
3 years? It doesn't take these guys 3 years.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, but I'm not on a nutrition program and a diet training program.
How the hell did we go from Bosa maybe being hurt to you having a lingering groin injury for 3 years?
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's going to have a 3-year injury, but what I'm saying is those things linger.
Dude, your groin injury didn't linger
even
for
though
3
it feels
years.
good. Yeah, it did.
I'm calling cap. I'll call it cap.
Call cap. That's fine.
3 years
I'm calling
of groin injury? Come on, man. Your injury, dude. You got to stop playing sports, dude.
No.
You're the most injury-prone non-athlete I've ever met in my life.
You got to play through them, dude.
No,
That's part of it.
No, you play through.
Pain
You always
tolerance.
get hurt. Popping pills all night long. That's why Michelle's going crazy.
Belong on the Giants, that groin strain.
Oh, my gosh. 3
Fit
years.
right in.
I've never heard of it.
San Francisco Giants, all back injuries. The entire organization. Look at their farm.
Brian Westbrook joined us at 7:30. You got to stop. You got to stop comparing your injuries to pros, man.
I'm saying that those things linger.
You got to stop, man. Just
Andre Iguodala's been hurt for 2 years.
Man, well, he's 39 years old and played 20 years. He's cooked.
We're the same age.
You ain't played. You're one of a kind.
It's a point of
You're
reference.
one of a kind. Reference a pro athlete, not yourself. You played Olympic club basketball. All right.
I didn't even play this year. Oh, I did a little bit. I'm saying groin injuries linger. Your boy Wiggins don't look right.
Road to Glendale brought to you by the San Francisco Sheriff's Office. Your future begins here. Visit sfsheriff.com and apply today. God, unbelievable.
It's a football Friday on 95.7 The Game.
This one is juggle pick. There goes Haflanga.
Brought to you by John Vai's Bay Area Houses. Thinking of selling your home but don't want to deal with repairs, cleaning, realtors, photos, and showings? With John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com. You don't have to do any repairs or pay any commissions. Visit John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com.
Hey, it's Joe Shasky here to talk about the tax and crypto attorneys and accountants at Kugelman Law. You've probably heard by now, the IRS is receiving $800 billion to increase enforcements and audits of individuals and small business owners. If that news worries you, if you have years of unfiled tax returns, or you are already receiving notices from the IRS or the Franchise Tax Board, then you need to contact Kugelman Law at sftaxteam.com. I know the team at Kugelman Law, and I've met with them, and I know how approachable and down-to-earth they are, even when discussing major tax problems. They strive to provide effective and efficient resolutions to all your tax or crypto needs while offering transparent and straightforward pricing. So visit sftaxteam.com to schedule your consultation today to get a fair and honest assessment of your tax or crypto issues. That's sftaxteam.com.
Alexander Kugelman, Managing Attorney, 21 Tamil Vista Boulevard, Suite 202, Corte Madera, California, 94929. This paid endorsement does not constitute a guarantee or prediction of results.
Kirby is your driveway mechanic. They bring the shop to you with brake replacements, oil changes, washes, and so much more. Get $50 off your first oil change with code OIL50 at Kirby.com. That's CURBEE.com and use code OIL50.
So, the other day, I bought an extremely chatty...
Boring story time!
Make that an extremely catty cockatoo.
You're welcome!
Apparently, the pet store won't take it back. But, hey, I'll manage.
I love that for you!
Just like I manage without home internet.
No, you don't!
Sure, my mobile hotspot is slow and makes streaming shows unbearable.
Aw, Bertie likes to stream!
But I'm making do. Oh no, who's this?
My lady friend! It's mating season, duh!
No home internet? It's not that bad. No, not there!
It is that bad. Don't settle. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $19.99 a month for 1 year with a free streaming box. Call, click, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 2/21/23.
There's a reason Golden State has become the trusted partner for professional builders and contractors. The breadth of what they offer is remarkable. Their product knowledge can save you time. They're the largest distributor in NorCal of many of the brands they carry. Golden State's newly refreshed app offers installation guides, building codes, and much more. And the GSTV link on their homepage is a useful resource. Family owned for 3 generations. Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Brought to you by Stevens Creek Subaru. Custom order your next Subaru at StevensCreekSubaru.com.
Golfers, tee it up at the Golf Mart and go farther and faster with the new G430 woods and irons from Ping. The Ping G430 woods introduce the next generation of speed with new face technology for longer and more accurate shots. The new Ping G430 irons are designed with pure flex technology for faster ball speed and more distance. Swing into the Golf Mart and get custom fit on the new Ping G430 woods and irons today. The Golf Mart, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
Everyone knows time is money, so don't wait weeks for the IRS to send out your tax refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt instead for up to $3,500 with a no-interest, no-fee tax refund advance loan. With up to $3,500, you could bring home the bacon and bring it home today. Money now instead of later? That's worth its weight in gold. Don't wait weeks for your refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
This is Steve Kerr, and you're listening to the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game.
Man, you didn't know that. 3 a.m. and at Corners Womack.
Steve Kerr, we'll see him later today.
That's the remix.
We'll see him later today. We need some Duke bars today. We need to bring the juice up. I see the calls out there. 888-957-9570. If you're on hold, Gene, Jr., and the rest of you, we'll get you in just a second. Shout out to Kyle Master. Bring me that coffee, man. I needed it.
You
I
did?
need that turbocharged because now I'm fired up. It's Eagles week. It's title game. It's the last show before we head out to Philadelphia to the 215. And everybody just said, don't wear your gear. Don't wear your gear. I'll be on a plane with this, all right, with this hoodie. I'll be out there decked out Niners gear. We'll see if we get to the Nuggets and Sixers game. May have to abort mission. Look, Brian Westbrook's going to join us in a second here. Brian Westbrook, former Philadelphia Eagle. And, of course, he played with the Niners for a couple years. But I do want to get this out there. The Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame, Shasky. I know you're a big fan of this stuff.
Yeah.
Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame was just announced. The Bayshoff. There you go. And, you know, your boy's on the advisory council of the Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame. I had something to do with it.
Who's that, Willard or Dibs?
It's me.
Oh, you.
Me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The King. The King. So shout out to everybody out there, Mario Alioto and everybody who runs his organization. There's a couple people, Jason Dumas. I believe David Bruce is on the council. Maybe one day.
Wait, Dumas got on there? Dumas been here 2 seconds.
Hey, man, Dumas putting in work.
Oh, okay.
Jason Dumas putting in work. But.
Love you, Dumas.
You know what? The 2023 class.
Okay.
Hell of a class.
Okay.
Andre Ward.
Okay.
Julie Foudy. Buster Posey, Patrick Willis, and Gary Payton.
These are
slam
layups.
dunks.
I mean, these are like...
But you got to. There was a lot of voting, dude. There was a long list. There's a lot of guys on there.
How is Gary Payton not in already?
Bay Area's loaded, dude. There is a lot of athletes out here, man. It's loaded.
But how does Buster, who just retired, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how do we wait on Gary Payton?
Maybe people forgot he was from Oakland.
How? How could you forget? If you've heard him talk at any point in his entire life, you'd know exactly where he's from.
So this would be a lot of fun.
Well, that's a good class. I mean, that's a unanimous class.
Maybe you'll be my +1. It'd be Thursday, May 25th at the Hyatt Regency in Embarcadero in San Francisco.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, in early May, I'm going to Arizona to watch the Giants versus the D-backs.
Oh, have fun with that.
Watch that second-place NL West team, the D-backs.
Bashoff. Great class. Andre Ward, Julie Foudy, Buster Posey, Patrick Willis, and Gary Payton. Hey, Patrick Willis didn't make the Pro Football Hall of Fame yet, but he made the Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame.
Nice.
And that's all that matters. It's all that matters. Before we get to Westbrook, let's take some calls. By the way, Brian Westbrook, part of the 2023 College Football Hall of Fame. You know where he played his college ball at? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
No.
Villanova.
They don't even have a football team anymore.
He was there.
My boy Randy Sims played there for 1 year.
Oh, I know Randy.
Yeah.
We played Pop Warner football together.
Oh, yeah. Well, he played. You probably watched.
I didn't play much.
He was a stud.
I didn't play much, but I didn't suffer a groin injury that lasted 3 years.
I mean, you got to get on the field first.
Groin injury stuff, it lasted 2 weeks. You're probably the type who got hurt in practice.
Nah.
Let's go to Gene in Oakland, man. I love you, Shasky. You know I do. Gene, Oakland, what's happening?
Speaking of hurt practice, Randy Sims in particular, I think, got hurt at a baseball practice, walked off and said, I will never play baseball again in high school, and then went straight to the track team.
Yeah, I mean,
he could hit.
Oh, Randy Sims he's a pure athlete. He's out there in New York City. I wonder if he'll be in Philly.
Ice Cube double.
Yes, he is an Ice Cube double. I wonder if he'll be in Philadelphia.
That's a good question.
He's an Arizona Wildcat. Randy's an all-time great dude, man. I love Randy. Gene in Oakland, what's happening, man? Uncle Gene.
Hey, fellas. Hey.
Hey.
So I'm feeling just about as confident about this game as I did the last game. That is, I don't think we'll just win. I think we'll win decisively.
What? I like that energy, Gene.
Yep. And the main reason is because the Eagles haven't been tested enough in the playoffs. They're probably not ready for the next step, winning the championship. And but we are, okay? It's been well chronicled. We won 4 games. We lost 2, and the 2 we lost, we're Super Bowl and the NFC Championship last year. We came within 7 or 8 minutes of winning those games. The Eagles they're 1-1. Their first one was last year against Tampa Bay when they got rolled. All right, and then this year that was really a warm-up game against the Giants. So they really haven't shown anything. I don't think they're ready. But there's another issue that I don't think has been covered very much.
What's that?
That's Mr. Hurts. Hurts is hurt. He's still nursing that shoulder. Okay. Now, normally he's a danger to run, but if he does, there's Bosa, Warner, Greenlaw, Warder, Hufanga, all really hard hitters that are going to go after him, and they could end his season. So I have a feeling they're going to cut back on his running ability in this game.
Gene, you've identified my number one most important thing for the 49er defense. To me, the number one most important thing in this game, everyone, deep ball. It's keeping contained, setting the edges, and staying within the boundaries of what the defensive principles are. Nick Bosa crashes in on the edge. Ibukam can crash in on the edge at times. I thought DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons showed a great example. We didn't do a lot of RPOs, but setting the edge. They stayed in their gap assignments, and they stayed on the edge and didn't allow the Niners to get on the outside. They cannot get beat on this RPO. That is the number one most important thing. If he starts cooking on the RPO, and then he's pulling, and then he's throwing downfield, you're going to see chunk yardage, you're going to see yardage on the edges. That is the number one thing. I don't know what they do. I don't know if you stunt Bosa in a game like this to try to free him up and then open up the sidelines. Are you shadowing or whatever they call it when you have a
quarterback spy? Quarterback
spy. Thank you. The word was evading me. Is it Greenlaw? Is it Warner? I don't know exactly what it's going to be. But the RPO, the mesh point area, they've got to clean it up.
Well,
that's the number one thing for me defensively.
Because if Jalen Hurts is cooking on their RPOs, all of a sudden they remain balanced.
Exactly.
And I think you have to make the Eagles one-dimensional. The one thing everybody keeps highlighting the Monday night game against Washington.
Yeah.
Shaun King brought it up. Somebody else brought it up earlier this week. That's the blueprint, right? Well, what happened to Philadelphia in that game? They became one-dimensional. They got pass happy. Because they could run the ball really, really good. I mean, Miles Sanders had a spectacular season.
Absolutely.
Boston Scott's a good goal line back. Gainwell, we saw last week against the Giants, has a lot of speed. So if they remain balanced.
They do have a good group of running backs.
And I'm thinking, man, if they're getting 7 yards on first down in the run game. It's the same thing with the 49ers. We're getting good first down yardage. That comes with the RPOs. You got to shut down that mess point, and you got to hit Jalen Hurts at will because you're right. If he starts cooking, getting outside, all of a sudden he's throwing the ball outside. He's a tough joker to deal with. How much does he want to run, though?
I don't know.
How much will they allow him to run?
That's a great question. I don't know.
How much will they allow him to run these RPOs and try to get outside the pocket with the speed that the Niners have? So every single play that Jalen Hurts decides to run the football, you have to put him on the ground. You have to hit him.
This goes without saying, but they've got to tackle better in this game. I thought in the Dallas game, they missed a couple at the line and behind the line of scrimmage. Now, guys cleaned it up.
No, I thought overall they tackle well.
There were some big misses.
There's one guy who didn't tackle well. Talanoa Hufanga.
He went up high multiple times.
That's the guy who didn't tackle well. He lost contain on Dak Prescott, had an easy sack on Dak, missed a tackle. CeeDee Lamb on a 3rd and 1.
Was that the little
inside?
Jet sweep? Yes.
Hufanga's right. I think that was 4th down, maybe. That may have been 4th down.
That might have been 4th down. Where he kind of leaned forward and got the first down. You're right. It was 4th down. It was right around midfield. Well,
you got to hit these dudes.
Yep.
Devontae Smith is a skinny wide receiver, by the way.
Yeah, but he's fast.
He is fast. Jimmy Ward's got to lay the wood on him. And just let them know, this is a big boy game. This ain't the Dallas Cowboys. This isn't the New York Giants. This is the 49ers. We hit.
And where's A.J. Brown at physically?
That's a good point. He said he was all right, but he was hobbled.
This feels like one of those body bag games. This might be one of the biggest hitting games that we've seen in the NFC in quite some time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very physical football game. And you got to weather the storm because Philly, they can run up tempo. And I think they saw something on film with the Kansas City Chiefs, with the Dallas Cowboys. I was actually shocked the Cowboys didn't run more up tempo.
I'm with you.
I thought they were a little too conservative.
I'm with you.
Philly's going to keep their foot on the pedal. They want to go fast, and faster. You know what I'm saying? So I'm worried overall. I get your points without the RPOs and everything.
It's just that
overall, it's just like, think about that. The pass rush don't get home, all of a sudden the secondary is going to be affected. And what has happened in the playoffs? The pass rush hasn't gotten home. The secondary has been affected.
And then those deep crossers, when you do those RPOs, it just opens things up. It's very difficult to cover downfield. We don't bring up Gibson at all during the week. I feel like he's the quietest safety in terms of how we've covered him ever. Does he step up and make a play in a game like this?
You got to turn these guys over.
I know. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Last week it was Diamondor Lenore. Diamondor Lenore steps in front of that pass and makes a big-time interception. Jimmy Ward steps in front of that ball, makes a big-time bat to knock it up for Fred Warner. Someone in that secondary is going to have to make a play on the ball.
Let's get to Junior in the South Bay. Junior, what's happening?
What's up,
You're on
Junior?
the roast.
What's up, guys? Just letting you know, have fun out there. Be safe.
Thank you, brother.
Go Niners. I hate these Philly people talking smack like we never won. That's about it. Just go Niners.
Go Niners. Tsunami, San Jose. Tsunami, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Hey, what's up, big fella?
What's up, Tsunami?
Happy New Year. Haven't talked to you in a while, man.
No doubt. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah. Hey, don't take no lip from no Philly fans. Represent out there. Wear your colors proud. You guys are in a tougher area than Philly, man. That's soft. Second thing, Niners 27, Eagles 21. Niners were built for this game. They were built the last 5 years for this damn game. They're a running team. They're going to kill Philly there. Last thing, Shasky, Reardon lost yesterday. Mark February 7th on your calendar. That's when they visit my boys from Mitty, and that's when we're going to win the WCAL.
Look at you.
Later.
Well, you're going to win it for girls. That's for darn sure.
I love that.
Yeah, their freshman contingent at SI is fantastic. Caden and Steele, they've got some studs.
Oh, I love Steele. Steele LeBar, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe that kid is a freshman in high school. I can't believe he's a freshman. I mean, where's time gone, man? I'm getting old.
Does it feel like this is the 49ers version of the Andy Reid Eagles?
Losing championship game after championship game, losing Super Bowls and coming up short. No, I'm not even putting that out in the universe.
But is there some sort of connectivity between us playing in Philly and those teams? Like, is this the game we get over the hump?
I don't think so. I mean, you still got to win the Super Bowl.
No, I know.
So, and they've been to the Super Bowl with Kyle Shanahan.
Do we look back at that Andy Reid era as a success or a failure?
That's an interesting question. Brian Westbrook's going to join us in moments. I wonder how he feels about that or what people in Philly say, because from afar, I think it's a hell of a run. Andy Reid flipped that entire organization. But Philly fans will tell you, Now, you could go into a long line of teams, right, that come up short. The Buffalo Bills coming up short. The Philadelphia Eagles coming up short.
That's their
hallmark. The Colts came
as
up
a
short
fan
for a
base.
long time. The Packers have come up short this last decade.
I know.
After having home field advantage a couple times.
I mean, how many NFC Championship games have they lost with Aaron Rodgers? And that's why I look at the Niners and I'm saying to myself, like, I know there's a lot of people are next year, Brock, QB1 and all that. Next year is not a given.
Yeah,
we are here right now, and I want them to maximize the right now with this roster and this team. And losing would be a huge gut punch.
It would be hard. And I'm not ready to talk all-season football. I'm really not. I could care less about what's happening in the training camp. Let's bring in first team All-Pro in 2007 and only 2 Pro Bowls for Brian Westbrook? Are you kidding me? He was one of the best players that decade.
Former Niner.
The screen game, former Niner. I had a cup of coffee with the 49ers, but also a Philadelphia Eagle. He's in the Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Fame on their 75th anniversary team, and he also has a new children's book out, which I need to get for my daughter, The Mouse Who Played Football. You can get it on Amazon. It is the story of Brian the Mouse, who was told he was too small to play football and sets out to prove everyone wrong. Of course, his new book is out on Amazon. He came out of Villanova, third-round pick with the Philadelphia Eagles, and Andy Reid and Brian Westbrook made sweet music, man. He's one of the most dynamic players. Brian, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Roast out here in the Bay Area. Joe Shasky, the Butcher, Bonte Hill. I can't believe you only made 2 Pro Bowls. 2 Pro Bowls? You were lethal in that offense with Philadelphia. Do we have Brian? All right, we'll get him on in a second. Damn.
Such a great way to start it off.
It's all good. Brian Westbrook joining us in moments here on the Bud Light guest line.
It was
Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
Took it as disrespect, actually, and then he just hung up. He's like, you know what? I'm still mad.
I'm still angry.
Who didn't respect Brian Westbrook? I mean, everybody loved him in fantasy.
Screen game.
He's a stud.
Running between the tackles. He averaged 4.6 yards a pop in his career.
Wasn't he also a punt returner for a period?
I think so, yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah.
He was sick.
He was sick.
All right, we got Brian Westbrook now? All right. Don't forget, Brian Westbrook's book. We'll do it again. Brian Westbrook joining us on the Bud Light guest line. All postseason guests appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. And again, his new children's book out, which Shasky I need to get because I have a 2-year-old daughter, The Mouse Who Played Football. You can get it on Amazon right now. It is the story of Brian the Mouse, who was told he was too small to play football and sets out to prove everyone wrong. And boy, did he prove everyone wrong during the course of his NFL career. Only a 2-time Pro Bowl, which is shocking. Was first-team All-Pro in 2007. Had some great years with the Philadelphia Eagles. Brian, good morning. Welcome to the Bay Area. Joe Shasky, the Butcher, Bonte Hill. First of all, how the hell did you only make 2 Pro Bowls? You were dynamic.
I asked myself that a couple times throughout my career. Tiki Barra stole one of my Pro Bowls. I can tell you that. But listen, I think anytime that you're recognized by your peers, I appreciate it. So I'm glad and grateful that I was able to make it twice.
And tell us about this new book before we get to the NFC title game, because I've got a young daughter, man. We got a bunch of children's books. I think this is really cool that you're doing this. Tell us about the Mouse Who Played Football.
Well, throughout my career, I was told you're not big enough. You didn't go to a big enough school. You're not fast enough. You can't do this. You can't do that. And when you think about people, like just people in general, someone's always telling you that you can't do something. You're not smart enough. You didn't go to the right school. You're not a man. You're not a woman. All these different things. You're too old. You're too young. And I believe it's all about what you believe in yourself. The things that you have within that's going to determine whether you're qualified to get whatever position or do whatever you're trying to do. And so really what we try to illustrate in the book is that so many people look at certain things, height, speed, school, size, as a weakness. And I always believe that those are my strengths. My size was my strength. The reason I was successful was because I wasn't 6'3". I was 5'10", and being able to hide behind offensive linemen. One of the reasons I was very successful is not because I didn't go not because I didn't go to the University of Miami or Florida State or one of those places, but because I went to Villanova and I was able to learn some nuances about the game that allowed me to catch the ball better out of the backfield, read defenses better, be exposed to a different style of coaching. And I want to use those things that people perceive as weaknesses as my strengths, and certainly always believing in myself. And so it's a great book of lessons for young people, and quite honestly, lessons for older people as well.
Well, having said all that, I did exactly what you're saying not to do. I sized up Brock Purdy at training camp. I looked at him. I said, I just don't see it. He's too small. He's running around. His arm don't look that great. You can't hit the quarterback at practice, so who knows if this moving around is going to be able to work in a game. And all he's done is just impressed me at every single turn. He's checked every box. Are you as impressed with Brock Purdy as I am? Absolutely.
When you see a young quarterback that understands his role, right? I mean, I have great players around me, Kittle, Deebo Samuels. You have Christian McCaffrey around you. You have those people around you. Your real job is to get the ball into those guys' hands, right? And then when you have an opportunity to make a big play, like the big play that he made last week down the middle of the field to George Kittle, you make those plays. And Brock Purdy has just done a great job of not turning the ball over, getting the ball out of his hands, playing with the people around him, staying within the scheme and design of the offense. And when you do that and you have an explosive play caller like Kyle Shanahan, that's all makes all the difference in the world. And he's just done a great job of being fundamental, being sound, and not making a huge mistake and allowing the playmakers around him to make those plays. And when you do that, and you have a good team, you can be explosive, and obviously you could be playing in the NFC Championship game with an opportunity to make it to the Super Bowl.
Brian Westbrook here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game, courtesy of the Bud Light guest line. Of course, longtime Philadelphia Eagle, had a cup of coffee with the Niners in 2010, and we still respect you as being a Niner. Hell, some Niner fans may consider you more of a Niner than the Eagles. That's just how silly we are out here on the West Coast. But speaking of Jalen Hurts, because he's another guy who was doubted. Obviously left Alabama, got benched in the national championship game, goes to Oklahoma, has a great year under Lincoln Riley throwing to CeeDee Lamb, and still, he gets drafted, and people are like, oh, why did you draft him? I know Philadelphia fans did not want him drafted. They still believed in Carson Wentz. What has he had to overcome out there in that market? Because, man, he may steal the MVP this year. I think the young man is dynamic.
One of the biggest things that players of all sports have to overcome, and quite honestly, probably as people, is doubt. Right? Doubt. People not believing in your talents. And just imagine, you worked for 20-plus years at a particular thing, and then you get to this level, the NFL level, the highest level, where you reach your goal, and people are doubting your ability to do what you've been doing for the last 20 years. That's what Jalen Hurts has gone through. And, listen, I was one of those guys that didn't quite see him taking the type of leap that he's taken. Quite honestly, there's not very many people that believe that he would take the leap that he has taken. He went from a mediocre quarterback last year, maybe in the 20s, to an MVP candidate to this year. There's not very many people, as I think about the history of the NFL, that has taken leaps that big like Jalen Hurts has taken. And how did he do it? He threw it through hard work, discipline. He was already a great leader in the locker room. This was the first time in a long time that he had the same offensive coordinator 2 years in a row. He had the ability to study, and there were some big-time questions about his arm and his ability to read defenses last year. And this year, he's come in, he's been studied up. His arm looks very strong. He's been much more accurate. And, of course, the ability to run the football has made all the difference in the world for this offense. So when you talk about doing a complete 180, Jalen Hurts has done that. And it's been surprising, but it was through the doubt that made that chip on his shoulder to make him work a little bit harder and be much more successful.
I'm looking here at this running back matchup. You could throw Deebo Samuel in there as a running back for the 49ers because they use him just as a football player on the field. Who's got the better running back room right now? I mean, because Jalen's going to run the ball like you're referencing. They've got some great running backs. The Niners got McCaffrey and Mitchell and Deebo. Who's got the advantage in the run game?
That's tough. I mean, when I look at I always consider the run game, we start up front, right? So I look at the offensive line for both teams, and I'm saying, okay, these are two very qualified offensive lines that can get off the football and create holes and mismatches in the run game, which is that's why all those players that you mentioned are successful, because these boys up front just do a great job of making holes and pushing guys around. So it starts there. When I look at the offensive line, I almost say they're even. They're just because they do such a great job of creating space and holes. But when you look at the ability to run the ball, Kyle does a great job of getting guys in space. That's one of the things that I've always loved about Kyle Shanahan. After I got cut from the Eagles, I went down to Washington where Kyle was the offensive coordinator, and we probably spent, a couple hours just going through plays. And his mind, his ability to make holes and defenses and create space is special. And I add that to the running back conversation for San Francisco as well. The one thing that I think kind of swings the ball towards the Eagle is this. Miles Sanders, over 1,200 yards rushing the football, just a great, solid rusher, runner of the football this year, motivated, trying to get a contract. But when you have a quarterback that runs the football, it makes all the difference in the world. NFL defenses are not set up for quarterbacks to run the ball. That's why Lamar Jackson has so much success. That's why guys like Jalen Hurts have so much success, because defenses are saying, okay, we're going to blitz and we're going to play man-to-man on the back end. That means everyone's back is turned to the football. If Jalen Hurts has the ability to use his legs to get around that blitz, now you have the ability to run the ball. And so when I look at the offensive line and the combination of Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts running the football, I give the slight edge to Philadelphia. But you can't discount Mitchell and Samuel, as well as what Christian McCaffrey can do running the football. It's kind of you're picking one out of two of the best running teams in the league.
Yeah.
Brian Westbrook here on the Morning Roast, courtesy of the Bud Light guest line. Check out his new children's book, The Mouse Who Played Football. Get it on Amazon today. It is the story of Brian the Mouse, who was told he was too small to play football and sets out to prove everyone wrong. Brian, is this the best defense this 49ers offense will face all season, the Philadelphia Eagles defense?
It is. It's a really good defense. They're doing it kind of back in the style. I'm not sure if you remember back in 2007 when the Giants won the Super Bowl, they used pressure with the front four.
Oh, yeah.
They blitzed every now and then, but they got after the quarterback with their front four. Jonathan Gannon, as a defensive coordinator, has made the decision that we're not going to blitz a whole bunch. We'll blitz in certain situations. Maybe we'll bring 5 every now and then, but we want our front four to get after the quarterback. And when you see some of the pressures that they've been able to get over the course of the year, I mean, they had games where they have 6 sacks. The next game they have 7. Next game they have 7. I mean, they had a period of a 4 or 5 week period where they had, almost 30, 35 sacks. It's hard to do that in the NFL, and they've done it in a way that they're just using the front four to pressure the quarterback. And then because of that, now you'll be able to play coverage on the back end and not give up the big plays. So when you look at Darius Slay on the outside, Pro Bowl cornerback, you look at James Bradbury on the other side, very good cornerback, certainly had the ability to be a Pro Bowler. He's been that throughout his career. And, they've just done a great job as far as the Philadelphia Eagles have at protecting against the big play. And now the question is, can Brock Purdy be patient enough, no matter what the score is, to throw the ball down the field and take what the defense is giving them, which is very hard to do, especially for a young quarterback.
Brian, you joined a team that was like 11 wins, 12 wins. You joined the team 12, 13. Like, that team had so much regular season success, and then you look up and you don't have the big Super Bowl, and I'm sure a lot of people, they didn't win anything. It was a failure. I'm looking at my 49ers. They've been to 3 NFC Championship games in the last 4 years. And I feel like saying it's a failure if they don't win Sunday, it doesn't even feel fair. Like it like dismisses the whole journey and how much success they have. When you look back on those Eagles teams that you were a part of, was it a failure?
No, it certainly wasn't a failure. It was anytime that you have a team over the course of 10, 12 years that is competing against themselves. We weren't competing, to make it to the playoffs. We were competing about, for the right to host home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And so when you're starting the year having those conversations, that's a little bit different than, are we good enough to make it to the playoffs?
Yeah.
We never had those conversations. We were only concerned about, where do we play our playoff games, at home or on the road? And so I don't think it's a failure. Now, as a player, your hunger and your goal is always to get that Super Bowl ring, right?
For sure.
And so, in that aspect, I'm a little bit disappointed with my career because I thought we had teams that had the ability to go out there and win those types of Super Bowls, but we just didn't get it done. So there's always a disappointment, but the word failure never enters my vocabulary at all. We were very successful. We did a lot of great things. We were much more successful than a lot of other players and other teams. I mean, just think about this. I played with a guy, Takeo.
Oh, yeah, Takeo Spikes.
Takeo Spikes,
we
yeah.
know the neck.
No neck.
I call him the
neck
neck.
Spikes, Brian.
Yeah, that's my guy. And to the point where he came to Philadelphia, I don't know if he did it when he was in San Fran, he hadn't even won a playoff game. He hadn't been to the playoffs. I mean, can you imagine a guy 12 years into his career not playing in a playoff game?
Mm-hmm.
That's just hard to do. We didn't have those issues. So listen, no, we're not a failure. And I don't think the 49ers would be a failure if they don't make it past this game this weekend either. They've done everything to get there.
Yeah.
They're still a very young football team and building. And so, yeah, no, it's not a failure. It's just another opportunity, a lesson, an opportunity to learn a lesson. And then you try to go out there and figure out those holes for next year and keep playing.
Brian, what are we getting ourselves into this weekend? Chasky and I are going out to Philadelphia, to the belly of the beast. We're going to Lincoln Financial Field. We have our red and gold on. We're expecting the Niners win. What are we getting into when we get to Philadelphia?
Well, of course, the most passionate fans in the league. We believe that. We believe fans are going to be absolutely going crazy. They're going to contest everything. Bad catch, bad call, fumble, all different types of things they're going to be arguing and fighting about. But, again, you're going into a fan base similar to San Francisco that loves the game of football, loves the nuances of the game, and, of course, loves their team. And so you should expect a tough visit, especially if you're going to be wearing Niners jerseys, but you should also expect a fair and fun visit as well. That's how Philadelphia fans are.
We can't wait. We can't wait to get out there. We're on the red eye after the Warriors game tonight. We'll be out there Saturday morning. May try to take in the Sixers game, and hopefully you and Brian Dawkins are not at the link. I don't need that crowd even more fired up because I know how they rev up when you guys are in the building.
Absolutely. Well, sounds good. Well, enjoy yourself in Philadelphia, and hopefully the game will be as will live up to the excitement that I have certainly in my mind and my heart for this football game.
And also, congratulations on the book. It's really cool to see you doing what you're doing with this new children's book, The Mouse Who Played Football, on Amazon right now. We'll check it out. Continued success, Brian.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Anytime. Awesome. Brian Westbrook here on the Morning Roast, courtesy of the Bud Light Guest Line. Again, all postseason guests joins us on the Bud Light Guest Line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Brian Westbrook, one of the best to do it during that decade in the 2000s.
Yeah, in the early 2000s, those Eagle teams were so much fun to play with on video games.
Oh,
2K, Madden.
Everybody played with them, especially when they got T.O.
Well, when they got T.O., it's a whole different game. I mean, you go from throwing Todd Pinkston to T.O., it's totally different.
Well, Freddie Mitchell was good on that game.
Yeah, but
Freddie Mitchell was legit.
T.O.
He wasn't T.O., but Freddie Mitchell was running these deep posts with Donovan McNabb. McNabb was sick.
Yeah, you love McNabb.
I do love McNabb. I do love McNabb.
You love Philly.
I got love. Well, I did have love for them.
It's the city of brotherly love.
Philly. We might need to play some Eve or some Beanie Siegel at some point. Maybe some Freeway.
I feel like I know the lay of the land. I've been to Philly twice. I went to Philly in 2011. I was out there for a week. And I went back in 2014. Was back in Philadelphia. Big Dog joined me that trip. We drove up from Baltimore through Delaware up to Philadelphia. The first time I went out there, it was the Giants, Phillies. And the next day, I'll never forget, they signed Nnamdi Asomugha and Hunter Pence. And the power was out at my boy Philly Zoo's house. We were at his parents' house.
They traded for Pence.
They traded for Hunter Pence. Yeah. And we ran into Ruben Amaro Jr., who was the GM of the Phillies at the time. We have a picture of me, Philly, and Ruben.
Did
and
he smile at you more than Farhan smiled at you last night?
No, he didn't, because I was like, you don't need Hunter Pence. Your lineup is loaded. He goes, why do you say that? You think so? He was like, Eric, knowing the trade was getting cooked up.
I remember that team. They had Ruiz at catcher. They had Policio Polanco. They had Utley, Rollins, Howard, Worth, and then the Flying Hawaiian in center field.
Roy Oswalt.
Dude, that team was sick.
That town went crazy. They traded for Hunter Pence. They signed Nnamdi. That town was on fire. It was on fire. And I was like,
was Raul Ibanez on that team too?
I think so.
Or was it Abreu?
I think
Abreu was gone by then.
Abreu, I think, was on the 2009 team. Ibanez was still there, though.
Ibanez was still there.
I think Abreu was
Ibanez played there for 40 years.
Yeah, Bobby Abreu, kind of overhyped.
Oh, yeah. He was a one-year wonder with the home run derby and then flamed out.
Right. I mean, he would hit 300, but, hit 20 bombs. I don't know. Bobby Abreu was okay. He was all right. Let me take that
I'm
back.
sure he'll get into the Hall of Fame before Bonds.
He's in the Scott Rowland tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shane Victorino. Wow, good Phillies knowledge. The 49ers, they're flying out at 2 o'clock. They're flying out at 2 o'clock today.
Oh, my God.
After practice. You'll see the Instagram videos of them loading up getting off the buses, getting on the plane. Business trips. Who's going to be wearing all Gucci? Who's going to be, by the way, Devo Samuel, all Gucci suit last week? That was pretty badass.
Yeah, did you order that? Put it in the cart?
Dude, you're the one with 2 houses.
He always pivots to
you're
that.
You're the one with 2 houses. I don't have no money. I'm broke, baby. I'm broke.
So where are we eating when we touch down? Because I do want, I know the Philly cheesesteak.
Want the cheesesteak right away?
Can I be honest with you guys? I legitimately love cheesesteak, and I know that out here the cheesesteaks don't touch what they have back there. Like, I'll admit that. I do love cheesesteaks. Meat and cheese. That's why I love burritos. That's why I love quesadillas. I'm all in on meat and cheese.
I wonder if we could go to Rita's Water Ice.
What's that?
Custard ice. You know about Rita's?
Oh, yeah. They have one in Alameda, by the way.
What's water ice?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like custard,
it's like
right?
Water ice. It's like Italian ice. They call it water ice in some places.
Okay, I've never heard
It's a
this.
Pennsylvania staple whenever we visit because I have a bunch of family there on the East Coast. It's really good. Like on the boardwalk, they got it. You get the custard on top. Oh, yeah.
I love custard.
Swedish fish flavor is the bomb.
We also go to Ready Terminal. You're right, Spadoni. You're on point. Ready Terminal. They got the fried oysters. They got the cheesesteaks there. Jim's Steaks on South Street got burned down, apparently. Philly Zoo was telling me they got burned down. So that's unfortunate, man. But that was a really good steak. Soft rolls,
So are we doing a big dinner on Saturday night? People want to know where the Mafia breakfast is. So this is what I would tell them.
We have to figure it out.
I want everybody who's going to the game. I want you to direct message me, okay? Send me any of the info.
Direct message Shasky.
ButcherBoy415. Follow me on Instagram
he's starting
or
to get
Twitter.
those, who wants? Just go ahead.
Tell me where these tailgates are at. Where are the meetups? I want to know where we're meeting up so that I can put it out there for everyone else who's asking me where. Now, what section are we sitting in?
116, row 4. 116, row 4.
Those are good seats. Look at you guys.
116, row 4. Come on, the king don't sit with Jesus, man. The king don't sit with the banners. Like my girl Anna said, we sat courtside with the Bob Meyer seats right before the pandemic. She goes, babe, we ain't never sitting in the 200s no more. And I'm not scoffing at people who sit in the 200s. They're great seats. My seats at Levi's is in the 200s. But a big game like this, big game like this, you got to be
You're
lower
perpetuating
level.
that stereotype, by the way, as San Francisco fan.
Shafsky, you got to get Bonte to the injury report right now.
Right. Tyler Miller feels me. You can't go back. You cannot go back. It's like flying coach, right? Once you fly first class, you can't go back to coach. No.
And you wonder why Frugal Me has 2 homes. It's right there.
No,
I'm
you're not
a man
frugal.
of the people. I will sit economy.
Are you flying economy on the way to Philly?
We found a deal.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
I found a deal on some upgrades.
Well, I got to be a cornball, 3D. Well, I got to be a cornball. I am corny. Corny's in. Corny's cool. Maybe you get laid one of these days by being corny.
Kellogg, Cornflake, Bonte?
Hey, go ahead. All right, injury report. Neither of the Niners' top 2 backs participated in practice this week. Elijah Mitchell was held out with a groin injury. And Chris McCaffrey continues to miss time with a calf injury. Both are expected to suit up on Sunday. When asked if there was a possibility that he misses Sunday's game, CMC responded, 0 chance. And there you have it. The injury report brought to you by Boxer & Gerson, Northern California's premier workers' compensation law firm, helping injured workers get their lives back for over 40 years. Shout out to Boxer & Gerson, sending us to Philadelphia. We love you, Boxer & Gerson. No doubt. Can't wait to tailgate with you at the A's-Giants game in August. But shout out to Boxer & Gerson for getting the boys on the morning roast to the East Coast for this big-time NFC title game. David, Verducci, Big North Philly. We're going to get to you all on the other side. It's all about the callers coming up. 888-957-9570. It's time to turn it up a notch this last hour of the morning roast this week.
Can't fly economy with a groin injury.
What's it like to go to the South Pole? How do some animals change color? Can you catch a liar?
That's dangerous territory.
Can you trust a gut feeling? What about yawns?
Yes, yawning is contagious.
Mike Simpson here, and on my podcast, I've Got Questions. We go through all these things we're curious about and some stuff you probably don't expect.
Yo, strawberries are not even fruits at all.
So what are they? I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Christian McCaffrey continues to deliver on the field, but off the field, the superstar running back has to look his best. And you know, as he's entering that plane today at 2 o'clock, he's wearing our favorite brand flag and anthem. From the best flannel shirts that Spadoni's wearing right now to the most versatile quarter zips that I got packed in my bag, they layer up with everything you've got in your closet, including the shirt, jackets, hoodies, durable jeans, which have a hint of athletic stretch. Flag and Anthem makes premium quality clothes with an attention to detail at a fair price. Or, in other words, the kind of clothes that will last you years. So head over to flagandanthem.com today and use the code GAME, G-A-M-E, for 25% off your purchase. Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Get started for just $49.99 a month. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now aboard.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 50 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
The following is an attorney advertisement. If you get sidelined by a workplace injury, the workers' compensation attorneys at Boxer and Gerson can help get you back in the game. Our team of skilled attorneys will fight by your side for the treatment and compensation you deserve. We care about justice for injured workers. That's what makes us Northern California's premier workers' comp law firm. Call Boxer and Gerson at 510-345-2341 or visit boxerlaw.com for a free consultation. Boxer and Gerson, your life is worth the fight.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/sports, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/sports. That's getrefunds.com/sports. If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/sports, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/sports. That's getrefunds.com/sports.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMC FM and HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey.
It's go time, folks. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. Sunday can't get here soon enough. We do have the Warriors and Raptors tonight at Chase Center. A nice little distraction. Tip-off at 7 p.m. Let's see if the Warriors can win their second straight game and move to one game above 500. Moses Moody sent down to the G League. He's down there with Ryan Rollins and Patrick Baldwin Jr. But that's enough about the Golden State Warriors for now. We got Eagles and Niners. We got full phone lines as we say good morning to everybody out there getting off their graveyard shift. Strippers, baby daddies, baby mamas, teachers, cops, janitors.
Stay-at-home moms and dads.
Stay-at-home moms and dads.
You never bring them up, Bonte.
I'm sorry.
Stay-at-home moms and dads. If you're at home or, you're retired, all right, you give all the love to all the working people. What about some of the people that are working the hardest job?
No doubt.
Raising children.
Shout out to Darren Lewis, who was at the Positive Coaches Alliance yesterday. D. Lou loves to roast. Him and his son, his 10-year-old son, is balling out there. 3-sport star. Always good to see Darren Lewis, one of our favorites from the 93 Giants team. Yeah, we love D. Lou. So he's a big roaster. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Dude, we got a long list, man. If we shout it out to every single body, because now I'm getting heat. Every time I go somewhere, how come you don't shout out the bakers? How come you don't shout out the baristas? Man, I got a radio show. I could not shout out anybody. How about them apples? But we try to do what we do. Every day we try to mix it up. Longshoremen, electricians, plumbers, deli boy who's going to give us a ride to the airport.
Oh, he's fired up. Shout out all the pool guys out there.
There you go. All the gardeners. What else we got?
BART workers.
Swimming instructors. Yeah. Baby Chad swim class today. Swimming instructors. Shout out to the swimming instructors.
All the personal trainers out there working on people who are washed like myself and trying to rehab them back into good shape.
Yeah. So
barbers.
Shout out to those folks who work on groin injuries. Got Shasky right after 3 years.
Just chew it and do it.
Shasky day-to-day for 3 years.
I will compete with you in a litany of sports. You pick the sport and we will go at it.
Well, now, you probably beat me. I'm 40.
Now, we're the same age.
No. Listen,
now, at
back in
any point.
the day, you would have got smoked.
In what?
You would have everything. Everything. Okay. Basketball, you would never beat me on one-on-one. I promise you that.
Okay.
You would have got cooked.
Okay.
Football, please. Don't even. We know.
Okay.
Please.
Because all those football games that are played one-on-one.
You ain't never put no shoulder pads out, so stop. All right? Basketball, we just got cooked. We got cooked.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just whatever.
Okay.
It's the truth. It's all good. It happens. You got to take an L sometimes. By the way, let us all know. Shasky's Instagram because he's trying to gain followers.
No. I'm saying people are hitting me up.
If you want to tweet at me if you want to. Where are you going to be at?
Yes.
Are we all meeting at the Rocky statue like you did last year, in week 2? Are we meeting at the Rocky statue? Where's the Mafia breakfast at? Worldwide Hef wants to know. Where's the Mafia breakfast? Coach Buck is going to be out there.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Let's go.
Marcus Bosworth going to be out there.
Let's go, Big Boss.
Big Boss.
Like Master P's No Limit Soldiers.
There you go. Hey, his drag game too is.
What is a mafia breakfast, gentlemen? Let me know.
What is a mafia breakfast?
Yes. As an Italian, I don't even know what that is.
A mafia breakfast is where we sit down and break bread as we get ready for the big day ahead. All right? Some people are enjoying extracurriculars.
Yes.
Others, like myself, don't need that. I don't need that. I wake up with a loud pack. Okay?
So it's breakfast, basically.
Well, I mean, Sam, when you say it that dorky.
But it's not, it's a breakfast that you have to be invited to. Like Lubman, you cannot sit at the table.
It's invite only. It's like the Masters.
Yeah.
It's like the Masters.
Like it's a bunch of good fellas.
Yeah.
You got to be part of the mafia crew.
You got to be part of the crew, yes.
Yeah, you got to be crewed up.
Right.
Last year, we got almost kicked out of our hotel because Brendan was smoking weed right in the middle of the diner. And I was like, B, can you put out one of the 7 swishers that you have right now? While we eat breakfast. Can we just eat breakfast first?
You have to be part of that mob life.
Yes.
Because a lot of our friends are up to no good. It's just the truth.
There's a E40 song right now with Too Short. Mob. Right. I'm the mob. Actually, get me that song. That song bangs.
It does bang. By the way, I am worried about where YF. Because now he's sending me all the stuff about Philadelphia and fighting at stadiums and stuff. All these scare tactics, right?
Is Hef coming?
He's coming.
Yeah, I'm worried about Hef.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hef, every game I've gone to with Hef, it's like, Hef, you got to chill. We've got to back him away. This environment for Worldwide Hef, I may have to tell him to cancel the flight, dude, and just stay home.
No, just dial it down.
He can't do that.
I know he can't.
He gets into his element. Dude.
I thought he was going to lay out the dude standing next to me and my dad at SoFi. I kept saying, like, just relax. So he's like, no, he's cruising for it.
Whether it's SF State going to college, whether he was coming through Cobb's Comedy Club, or whether it was the Duke Texas Tech game at the tournament, I walk outside. David Taylor, producer at NBC, is like, yo, your boy, we got to grab your boy. And some Texas Tech fans are coming. You don't call us classless. We are classy. And half is like, you're not classy. Just take the L, because he's a big-time Duke fan. And they were ready to, dude, they were yoked up. And they were like, what's up? And then Half comes up and I'm like, Half, you got to chill, dude. What the hell happened? He say, I'm sorry, Pop. I just got out of my element, man. I'm feeling myself. I know I would have got my ass kicked, but, you know, it is what it is. And I'm just like, Half, chill. So I'm worried about him. We need to walk into the stadium with him. All right?
We might have to nickname him.
Why?
Well, I mean, he might be called Betty Crocker from here on out because he's always in the mix. Like,
I love that.
Come on, man.
You telling me nobody?
Everybody has off.
Everybody has one of those type of dudes in the crew.
Oh, I know. They're the funnest and least fun simultaneously.
You got to worry about them.
And you don't want to let your wife know you're hanging with them.
Papa Shasky's getting jealous, huh?
Oh, yeah, well.
Where's Papa Shasky? We need Papa Shasky. You know what I need before the show's over? I need 3 people.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Bat signal.
Bat signal out right now.
Commissioner Gordon.
And I already see some.
Yeah. You know, the last Batman, the Commissioner Gordon was black.
He was. He was a really good Commissioner Gordon.
Well, he's a great actor.
He was
awesome in Westworld.
Dude, he was a phenomenal
Wasn't that a great Batman?
I thought it was really, really good.
It was really good.
It wasn't Dark Knight, but it was good.
No, well, it's different. It's supposed to be. He's
What's
Batman's
the song
emo.
he kept playing in that movie?
Well, that's the Nirvana song.
Dude, that hit.
Yeah.
It kind of hit hard.
No, it really hits, especially when he's like driving the motorcycle.
Around their little Times Square or whatnot.
That's like us going into Philly.
It is. So, bat signal.
Yes.
I need juice.
Oh.
Where's the juice? I need to hear from Juice.
Where's the juice? You've got the juice now.
Where is Filmo Mike?
Oh, Filmo Mike. Where is Filmo Mike?
Where is Robin Sambruno?
Oh, God, it's the greatest drop we've ever had.
Where is Robin Sambruno?
I don't know where Robin Sambruno is.
He's just happy Jimmy G's not back.
Yeah, he is.
By the way, who keeps wasting time or Shanahan's time on Jimmy Garoppolo coming back?
David Lombardi is just obsessed with
I love
the Jimmy
David.
G storyline.
And I love David. I think David does a lot of good things for the 49ers fan base. Enough with the Jimmy G stuff. He's not playing for this team. I got asked that yesterday in Washington. Jimmy, that's what it was when I lost my train of thought. Hey, what about Jimmy G? Are fans confident in Jimmy G? We're not thinking about Jimmy Garoppolo. He might as well be playing for the Miami Sharks in any given Sunday.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, seriously. It's
and that's
over
not a knock on Jimmy.
No,
it's just
not.
the reality of where we're at.
It's Brock's time.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the lines here because we ready.
I never thought I'd hear out of your mouth, it's Brock's time.
It's Brock's time.
And confidently. No, it's just crazy that we're here. Rookie quarterback going into Philadelphia for a chance to get to your second Super Bowl as a head coach, Kyle Shanahan, and you're doing this. It's unbelievable. The whole story.
Brocky Purdy, baby. Coming to Philly.
Brocky Balboa?
Verducci. Brocky Balboa.
Let's go.
Verducci, what's happening?
Dooch!
What's up, fellas? I am pumped, baby, and you better believe it is Brocky Balboa time. I put that post up a few days ago just about the last 7 starts, and Brock Purdy's got 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 116 passing rating. He's not turning the ball over. He's coming, baby. We're going to get hit. We're going to get hit in the mouth, and he's still going to be getting up and leading us to the final drive when the Niners are going to win 27-24 with our perfect golden boy, Mr. Gold himself, who hasn't missed a field goal yet in the playoffs. But it's going to be lit. We're going to my boy's house in the 530 up in Folsom. My boy Kusha. We're going to his lab and watching that game. And fellas, let me tell you something. This game is going to be won in the trenches. Is our offensive line going to step up and contain the defensive front? And also, is the defensive front of the Niners going to put some pressure, as I think Warner is going to be the one really kind of spying on the quarterback? And can our secondary step up and just make a play? 1 interception, 1 big turnover that can turn that game around. Mm-hmm. But fellas, bring it from the 415. Strut your colors. Bring that thunder to Philly and let them know how San Francisco does it, baby. Bang, bang, not again. Let's go.
I love that energy. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there from Ducci. That's how I'm coming to Philadelphia. Once we get on that flight, Shasky, you're not going to be able to turn me down. I'm going to turn into a different human being. I'm telling you that right now.
Don't pull an Odell Beckham on the plane.
Well, I'm not. I don't have douchebag behavior tendencies. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to blame Odell, but that was a little.
No, that was just a bad look.
That was a bad look. Big North Philly in the Bay. Big North Philly, what's happening? You're on the roast. You got about 30 seconds.
Hey, man, I just want to say you guys did a great job with the hype. That's cool. You're looking at two very classy organizations, so keep it classy. Go to Philadelphia. Enjoy the city. Real quick, I want to say, I think of that show, The Quartets of Eddie Fathers, was...
Oh, you're cutting out. You're cutting out, Big North Philly. Sounded like an Eagle fan, which is the way it's going to happen on Sunday. You're going to get cut out the playoffs. You're out. You're done. You ain't going to no Super Bowl.
Started great and finished horribly.
That's Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
It's Philadelphia for you. Brocky Balboa going into Philadelphia. Where we got to meet at the Rockies. Matter of fact, give me the eye of the tiger. Give me the eye of the tiger at some point. That's what I got right now. It's go time. By the way, Creed 3 coming out. I can't wait. What is coming up on the game? Sponsored by the Road to Glendale, San Francisco Sheriff's Office. Your future begins here. Visit sfsheriff.com and apply today. We got a little simulcast action, Chasky. A little simulcast action. You ready for this? Philadelphia style. John Ritchie, former Raiders fullback. Spinotti loves him, so he's going to be signing with John, of course. And Joe DeCamera. They call him Deke out in Philadelphia, 94 WIP. 94 WIP is their afternoon show. They're going to join us here. I don't know if it's the same intensity as the guys from Dallas, because the guys from Dallas, they took it personal, and they were hyping it up, and they just got slaughtered. And their show's been a wreck ever since.
It was a wreck before, if we're being totally honest.
Those guys are talking Dallas Stars hockey right now.
How are you going to be a radio personality with no personality?
Bobby Boucher. Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt.
Bobby Boucher.
Where's Filmo Mike?
Have fun at the Stars game, buddy. Dudes out there covering their Round Rock AAA team. Poor dudes. Let's have some fun. 94 WIP afternoon show joined us here for a little simulcast, a little trash talk on the morning roast.
It's a football Friday on 95.7 The Game.
Third down and 9. Bosa. The sack.
Brought to you by John Vai's Bay Area Houses. Thinking of selling your home but don't want to deal with repairs, cleaning, realtors, photos, and showings? With John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com. You don't have to do any repairs or pay any commissions. Visit John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com.
Kirby! They're your driveway mechanic, and they bring this shop to you. And our friends over at Kirby just won the Motor Top 20 Award for innovation. Brakes and tire replacements, oil changes, and more. And they've just added Kirby's eco-friendly wash. It barely uses any water and makes your car look brand new. They use all biodegradable products that provide the ultimate shine and protection to both the exterior and interior of your car, all in the ease of your driveway. The ultimate convenience, easy booking, transparent pricing, on-time arrival, service in your driveway, no waiting rooms, no coordinating rides. It is direct access to your mechanics. Yes. Friendly, reliable service, no middlemen, and no upsells. Get $50 off your first oil change, Ponte. But here's the code, OIL50. That's OIL50. Check out Kirby.com. That's CURBEE.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Fast just got a whole lot faster. Xfinity has the fastest internet with up to 6 gig speed. Plus, Xfinity Mobile is the fastest mobile service with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. You heard that right. Xfinity just increased internet speeds again. And Xfinity Mobile gives you can't-catch-me speeds. The fastest internet, the fastest mobile service, and major savings? Can't argue with the facts. Now through March 21st, new customers can get started with 1.2 gig internet with unlimited data included. It's all just $50 a month for 2 full years with no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/faster. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
This is the final week of the 34th Annual Manufacturers RV Show at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. Show ends this Sunday. There's hundreds of RVs from dealers all over the West Coast, like motorhomes, travel trailers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, van conversions, and truck campers. Go to RVshows.net for more information. Last chance for the Manufacturers RV Show at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. Show ends January 29th.
Have you considered walking through another door? I don't mean to pursue another opportunity, but upgrading a door in your home. Now, if you are in fact looking for another opportunity, Golden State Window and Door can provide you with plenty. You can create renewed function and design for use indoors and out. You'll find modern options like Marvin's Elevate In-Swing French Door, Barn Doors by Trustyle, or Anderson Big Doors that welcome in natural light. Golden State Window and Door features a variety of materials, sizes, and glass options. You can get inspired by the many possibilities when you visit goldenstatelumber.com. Click on virtual tours and you'll discover beautifully planned displays of doors and windows of all kinds that will spark your imagination. Then, talk with our builder or designer to see what might be a good fit for your home. Serving the Bay Area for 3 generations. Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed.
Are you curious about who offers the best deals on top-rated Samsung, LG, and Sony TVs? The answer is surprising. It's not online, and it's not the warehouse clubs. The best deals on top-rated TVs are at Video Only. Don't believe it? Then check out the trade-in deals at Video Only. How about $500 for your old TV? Try doing that online. Before you buy that new TV, drop into Video Only. If you don't, you'll be sorry.
Boxer & Gerson, Northern California's premier workers' compensation law firm, helping injured workers get their lives back for over 40 years. The Golf Mart, home of the 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee, serving Northern California golfers for over 30 years.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
It never dawned on me how much walking I used to do until I bought a house in the suburbs. Like when I'd say, I'm going for coffee, of course I was walking, but now it's like 3 miles and no latte's worth that. I find myself inviting people on walks with me like it's a scheduled activity. This morning, my neighbor asked me what I'm doing, and I actually said, I'm going for a walk with Nancy.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, coverage provided in service by affiliates and third-party insurers.
Hey, it's Boomer Esiason, and we all know the game isn't over till it's over. So next time you need parts for your car, don't call it quits. Go to eBay Motors. They have 122 million parts to take your car into overtime. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride.
In San Jose, highs today of 65 degrees, partly cloudy.
Weather brought to you by Pfizer and BioNTech. This winter, there are new COVID-19 booster shots designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants. Schedule your updated COVID-19 booster dose at vaccines.gov.
The other day, I bought a cockatoo. Hello! He's a handful, but I'll manage. Just like I manage without home internet. Sure, my mobile hotspot is slow and makes streaming shows unbearable, but I'm making do. Oh no, who's this?
It's mating season, Dad!
No home internet? It's not that bad!
Don't settle. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $19.99 a month for 1 year with a free streaming box. Call, click, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 2/21/23.
This is how you remind me of what I really...
Nickelback with special guest Brantley Gilbert is coming to Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View, July 9th. Enter at 957thegame.com for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the show.
The Morning Roast is live on YouTube right now. Take it away, Bonte.
The Mechanics. Mob. Or Atkins. Turn this up. This 40 water killing it.
Shout out to Steph Curry. Shout out to 40 water. I wonder if 40's going to
come on.
Philly.
Because he the mob.
We should text 40.
Niner Mob.
Let's text
Yeah, we should change the name from Empire to Mob.
Right.
Niner Mob.
Niner Mob. I like that. I actually like that a lot. Niner Empire. Segment brought to you by Football Friday, brought to you by Zinni, the official eyewear of the San Francisco 49ers. Shop from over 3,000 styles at 80% off retail prices exclusively at Zinni.com. Do we have Joe DeCamera and John Ritchie? 94 WIP, they ready to roll? Afternoon show out there in Philadelphia. A lot of respect for John Ritchie. Put a lot of time in the Bay Area as the Raiders fullback. We love John Ritchie out here, so it's going to be tough to talk trash to him. And don't forget, all postseason guests appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Joey John, what's happening, man? Good afternoon or good morning.
Good morning, fellas. It is still the morning here, and we're looking forward to Sunday night and a victory for the Birds.
Oh, that's so. Is that Joe DeCamera?
I just wanted to cut to the chase.
All right.
I just figured, why not, right out of the gate?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's all you got?
No, it's not all I got. I said I just wanted to start and cut to the chase, but it's far from all I got.
Well, Joe, I little birdie told me this. I mean, like, look, I've been to Philadelphia a couple times, right? And it's a blue collar town, tough. You know, the home of the cheesesteak. You got the Rocky statue.
We respect
and everything, and then we do respect it. Well, what's this thing about you taking baths, man? You're like 45 years old.
Are you Roman?
Are you taking baths with bubbles?
Did
Like,
research.
I got a 2-year-old daughter, man. She takes bubble baths. She likes the bubbles. What's up, Joe? You're 45 taking bubble baths.
Yeah, so this might be a 3-on-1 gang up now because Richie actually agrees with you guys. Look, it's my thing. I enjoy it. Let me put it this way. I like reading books, and I find I keep myself awake when I read books in the bathtub. It's very soothing and relaxing. But I'll tell you this.
Are you Scarface?
In the last 5 years, I've read an autobiography on Steve Young and a biography on Joe Montana. In about 15 years, I look forward to all of us reading a biography on the greatness of Jalen Hurts' career.
Oh, nice.
I just want to kind of drop that in there because there's not going to be a Brock Purdy biography. I just want to be clear.
That's okay. QB, you read the Steve Young QB book with Andy Reid and him at BYU. It's a pretty good book, and
it's a great book.
Yeah, I'm more of an audio book kind of a guy. I don't have the time to take baths, but that's all right.
Do you smoke a cigar while taking your bath?
Yeah, fly pelicans fly.
No.
I'm just reading
No
books.
Scarface?
Red wine on the side, man?
No.
You're like anti-Philly. Like John Ritchie's like Pennsylvania tough, fullback. We know John Ritchie's
bleeding off the forehead.
Yeah, no doubt. Like John Ritchie's tough, so it's tough for me to talk trash to him. But the camera, the deke, I mean, you're taking bubble baths and you're from Philly?
It's all good.
Man,
right, so let me
I agree with you.
Let me ask you guys a question. What do you think of the game here on Sunday?
I think it's going to be amazing. We're going right into the Lions' den. As Bonte's not a Star Wars guy, but I view this as like a new hope. We got young Brock Purdy, like Luke Skywalker, going in to the Emperor's Chambers here, because let's call it what it is. Philly thinks that they're the top-notch fan base, and the Link is the most hostile environment in all of sports. So you've got young Brock Purdy, untested, even though he has the same amount of playoff games as Jalen Hurts, going in with a battle-tested unit, the Rebel Alliance, if you will, trying to fight on the evil empire. I'm here for this. I think this is going to be great theater, and the winner of this game is going to win the Super Bowl. This is the two most physical, well-balanced teams left in the game.
How much better is Jalen Hurts than Brock Purdy?
I don't think it matters because they're not playing against each other. Right?
I personally think Jalen is better.
Jalen is better.
I don't think that's a question.
There's no doubt, but I believe Dak was better than Brock. You can make the argument that Geno was better than Brock. You can make the argument that Tom Brady and Tua and all these quarterbacks down the stretch were better than Brock Purdy. But Jalen has to go against that number one defense. Brock doesn't.
Do you put Jalen Hurts in the same category as Joe Burrow and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes?
A tier down.
I do think his season was so spectacular this year. You have to do it for multiple years. Like, the resumes are different. He had I don't want to disrespect. Jalen was
MVP
awesome.
Season.
Plus, I was rooting for him when I saw what he did with Tua and how he got yanked and then went back in there for him and then went to Lincoln Riley. Like, I have tremendous respect for Jalen Hurts, the man.
You guys got a good one out there in Philly. Jalen Hurts is a problem.
Yeah, he's stand up.
Who's the best player on your team?
McCaffrey.
I mean, you can make the argument for Christian McCaffrey. You can also make the argument for Nick Bosa. But in this postseason, it's been a little Debo, Kittle, and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Kittle's been amazing.
McCaffrey's taking his team to another level.
So what about McCaffrey's status for Sunday?
He's good to go.
The
23 would be out there.
So watching the game, because we were both at the game, he's limping around a little at the end, and they went to Eli Mitchell, but they've kind of always had a multiple back situation, and Mitchell wasn't available for about, 8 weeks or whatever. I think he's going to be good to go.
I like the matchup, too, with McCaffrey coming out the backfield against that linebacking core. Now, that defensive line that you guys got out there is definitely ferocious, but I think you could spread them out, and I don't think they've seen speed like this in a long time from an offense. The New York Giants, I mean, come on. The Niners are not the New York Giants. Richie James Jr., Matt Breida, come on. They were a joke.
How concerned are you about the pass rush, though?
Wait, run the ball. Our pass rush or your pass rush?
Our Eagles pass rush, the one that led the NFL.
I mean, the one with the third most sacks in the history of the National Football League, which goes back over 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, you guys who beat up on the Colts, the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, there's some
the New York
truth
Giants.
To that. Yeah.
Who else you got? The Tennessee
Titans. They do have a great front. They do have a great
who
front.
else?
It's deep.
The Houston Texans on Thursday night. I mean, you guys had a pretty soft schedule.
But you know what? Having seen the Dallas Cowboys, their team speed, and I know you guys know this.
Your schedule, right? I mean, your schedule too. What was your best win?
It was probably, I would say, either Miami The Dallas game was very impressive.
There hasn't been any.
That's about
but
2 wins
here's
right
what
there.
I would say to you guys.
Two.
Here what I would say to you guys. At the time, the LA Rams were fighting for their season. Now, in retrospect, it sounds foolish, but at the time, they did have Cooper Kupp healthy. Stafford was healthy. Their season was ended after the Niners beat them.
Well, yeah, look, both schedules have been light. That is true. And really, guys, I'll say we have seen for weeks now, John and I have assessed for a long time that this was a showdown game that was going to happen.
Exactly.
I mean, it really does create a compelling. And listen, it's a great Final Four because the AFC also.
Yes.
I mean, now the Mahomes thing's unfortunate, changes the dynamic of that game. But I do believe 4 of the 5 best teams are left. The only other one is the Bills, and clearly they got out. I think these are the 4 best teams in football.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I agree with you. To me, this comes down to the coaching matchup, right? As we have Joe DeCamera and John Ritchie, 94 WIP, their morning show out there in Philadelphia. They do a great job. John Ritchie, of course, a former Raiders fullback. Look, the coaching situation here. Is Sirianni the real deal? What happens if this game gets tight? How is Sirianni going to respond to this game if it's tight in the fourth quarter?
It sounds like you doubt that Sirianni matches up to Kyle Shanahan.
Well, here's what I would say. Shanahan nationally gets a lot of, you can't win the big one. He's won 4 playoff games in the last calendar year, and 3 of those were on the road.
Yeah, no, look, Shanahan's obviously good. He's had 2 major moments, in the biggest spots where he's come up small, but he's had a good experience.
That was
John Ritchie, come on, you played the game.
Come on.
And tell your boy, Joe, how can an offensive coordinator get the blame for a Super Bowl loss when that team was up 28-3?
Who called the play on second down when they chose to pass the ball?
What about the 21-point deficit? Is there defense?
Do you remember that they threw it to Mohamed Sanu and got called for a holding to get that yardage back to get back into field goal range? It's actually the right play call, I believe.
Well, listen, the sack on Ryan was the killer. That's the one that pushed them back. And anyway, I'll answer your question on Sirianni. We have strong confidence in Sirianni around here. Now, look, guys, I was a big doubter last year. Big. And he is different. He is, I will use the term goofy. He is not stoic Tom Landry on the sideline. I mean, this guy is a different modern age guy, but the team is extremely efficient. They are very competitive with regard to, they don't let up. I mean, I don't mean third and fourth quarter. They might if they got a 30-point lead, but they come ready to play. They're focused. And he has, with Jalen Hurts, created an attack offensively that is very unique and very effective. So I think his game day management is excellent. He'll be very aggressive on fourth downs. He'll be aggressive on 2-point conversions, and he's got a really good culture with strong leadership. So I'll tell you this: he doesn't have the accomplishment of Kyle Shanahan and any number of other coaches that have won Super Bowls and all. But I got a lot of faith in him. I think he's an outstanding coach.
So, Joe, so to the camera, let me ask you, as you're sitting in your bubble baths, what do you fear of the 49ers? What is something that worries you about this football game?
Number 1, Bosa, for sure. Listen, the biggest fear for me from an Eagles standpoint...
Even with Lane Johnson?
Yes. The biggest fear is if Bosa decodes how the Eagles run their offense with the mesh point between Jalen Hurts and the running back, and the moment where Jalen Hurts makes a decision whether he's going to give the ball to the running back or take it back and make it a passing play or a running play for Hurts. If Bosa, through his athleticism and film study, can figure out that moment, that would be a problem for the Eagles. To this point this year, very few have. John, there's 1 or 2 guys
Cam Jordan did a good job on one play, but that was against Gardner Minshew.
It's tough. It's very tough to do. That's the biggest thing. And then obviously the other aspect is just your defense. I mean, I don't take lightly when the number 1 defense takes a field, and the Eagles are great, but they're 2. Yeah. San Fran's got a legit D. Look, the Eagles lost a title game out here in 2002, and to me it felt very similar in that Tampa Bay came in as a seasoned team that had been knocking on the door trying to win a title. They're the number 1 defense in football. They came into the vet and won the game. So I know it can happen. I've seen it. In the end this weekend, I don't think it will, but I know it can.
All right, so you asked us about McCaffrey and where he's at. Bosa's been kind of quiet the last couple of playoff games, and it's crazy because he's the all-time playoff sack leader for the 49ers. So where are Jalen Hurts at physically and A.J. Brown? Because I saw A.J. kind of limping a little late in that game. Where is he at? Because I fear him. Big number 1 receivers have killed the Niners the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, and we, as a fan base, view that as the weakness that we can exploit in this game. Your cornerbacks against our wide receivers, we feel good about pushing the ball downfield. Especially, I don't know. It hasn't been as tight. I mean, you're down a cornerback, and that is going to rear its ugly head. AJ is fine physically. Jalen Hurts is beyond fine
He's
physically.
fine, totally fine.
It was, now 6 weeks ago that he was injured, and he's proven every step of the way that he can throw just as well as he did, which was outstanding this season.
And it's not just throw, because guys, the final game of the season he threw fine, but they didn't run the normal offense. Clearly, he was trying to avoid some of the collisions he normally would get in. Last week they opened it when the game was early, and they didn't have to just then sit on a lead. They ran their normal offense. He was willing to take hits. I think he's totally fine.
I got to say, man, we do the simulcast a lot. We've done it with Green Bay, Leroy Butler and company, and then we've done it with the Dallas Clowns down in 105.3 The Fan. And you guys are nice, man.
Nice.
It's almost like I don't even want to talk trash to you guys, man. You're kind of getting me out of my element.
I'm scared of Richie.
The Dallas guys did research. Richie is a problem. I don't want to get beat up Monday when we do our show from there, 94 WIP. But listen, the Dallas guys are just like, you know what? They were terrible. And Dallas fans are delusional.
No, guys, I've done a scientific study on this. People from Dallas are fools. So it's real simple.
But I got to say, some of the calls on the Angelo Cataldi morning show, they were talking about this game was going to be over by halftime. I was like, all right, man. It feels like everybody out there feels like the ticket is punched to Glendale, Arizona for Philadelphia.
There's some of that.
Yeah.
There is. And I've cautioned people against that. Because listen, we got a poll here today. I don't know where the results are right now, but there's no doubt it's going to be high in the 90s. Who's going to win the game? 90% something's going to say the Eagles. It's a tighter game than that. It is.
Agreed.
But guys, I'm telling you, the differentiating factor when all is said and done, and I'm telling you, you can think about this 6:30 on Sunday night, Eastern time, 3:30 your time when the game is over. The difference will be Jalen Hurts.
It's funny that you say that. It's funny you say that because, I don't disagree, but we do that a lot, quarterback comparisons and stuff.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked me that last year, I would have gave Mahomes the edge over Burrows. They found a way, and Mahomes had his worst half of football. Jimmy Garoppolo went into Green Bay, and he peanut down his leg. They didn't have an offensive touchdown. The MVP of the league, Aaron Rodgers, couldn't do anything against this defense. Now, that was a miracle win. I'm not saying that's his template.
But here's the thing I'd say, and I say this out of respect to your franchise, so I will say growing up, man, Joe Montana and Walter Payton were my two favorite players that were not Eagles in the NFL. I love those guys. I loved Montana. I loved Rice. Those guys are great. But I'm telling you, the Eagles are on to something with how they play offense that to me is reminiscent of what Bill Walsh did 40 years ago.
Elaborate.
Bill Walsh brought something to the table that the league could not figure out initially. It was different. It was short passes. It was run after the pass. It was obviously Montana that didn't have a rocket arm, but utilizing his strengths to the greatest ability he could, and it turned him for a long time into the best quarterback in football history. And obviously West Coast offense is maintained to this day. Some teams have made some adjustments, but in the early days, Walsh was way ahead of defenses. Guys, I'm telling you, the nation doesn't know it, but John and I know it, and Eagles fans know it. Hurts and Sirianni are ahead of the curve, and they have an advantage.
All right, now I'm coming down your road. Bubble bath boy. You haven't even won a second
one
playoff game with this guy, and you're anointing him. He's Bill Walsh, and he's going to have a legacy where the entire league is going to be doing what he's doing for 40 years to come. I mean, can we put the cart before the horse? Can you win the damn game first?
Guys, open your eyes and watch the way high school and college quarterbacks are playing, and there's going to be a lot more Jalen Hurts moving forward than there are Joe Montana's. The league is changing. But Eagles
Joe
are on the
moved. That's the big misnomer.
Yeah, Joe was mobile.
Joe was mobile.
No, I get it.
I mean, he was throwing on the run, left, right. The greatest play, sprint right option was a rollout.
But here's what I'll say. In Shanahan's 8 playoff games, when you go back to 2019, the 3 there, the 3 last year, and of course the third, this is about to be his third playoff game this year. He's had the inferior quarterback possibly in every single playoff game, whether it's Jimmy going up against Rodgers or Dak or Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes.
I'm just not here for Sirianni's better than Walsh.
That's ridiculous.
No, I didn't say it's better than Walsh. What I said is the Eagles are on to something that the league hasn't figured out.
First is all I'm saying. Come on, you guys sound like did this with Chip Kelly after one half of football. Chip Kelly has revolutionized football.
Mr. Richie, you went to Stanford. You can't let Bubble little bad boy do that. You went to Stanford. Come on, don't let him put this in a watch. We've seen this offense before. Everybody's running RPOs. We've seen this all over the league.
Not
now.
with Hurts.
I don't know how your defense will stop it. I expect it to continue to function the way it has all year. It's a machine.
Guys, if you guys think Hurts is Kyler Murray, you're sorely mistaken. He's got a better arm than Lamar, and he's got better feet than many others. I'm telling you, man, this guy's awesome.
No, I don't dismiss the talent. He's amazing, but we've seen a lot of great quarterbacks have rough games. I mean, Tom Brady's the GOAT. What kills him? Interior pressure. Patrick Mahomes, what killed him? His offensive line let him down in the Super Bowl. Didn't have any time to throw. I mean, so things happen outside of the quarterback. If it was just best quarterback wins, the Niners wouldn't have won any playoff games.
You guys are underestimating this defense. This defense lays the wood.
I love Jalen.
I don't think the Eagles have been hit like this. The way they're going to get hit Sunday, I don't think they've been hit like this all year.
Let me ask you a question. Let's just get it on the line here, on the record. Fellas, who wins the game?
The Niners, 23-20. Jake Elliott misses a field goal to end the game. You guys go home sad.
You guys haven't watched Jake Elliott, huh?
I mean, Robbie Gould's perfect, but that pressure's going to get a little tight out there.
That's one prediction. What's the second prediction from the West Coast?
Well, that the Niner fans are going to take over, and you guys are going to be shocked by how many red and gold fans are in that stadium. Mark my words.
Okay.
All right.
John, your prediction?
Yeah, I think high 20s to low 20s, the Eagles win this thing.
Eagles win the game.
All right. Cheesesteaks on you guys Monday when we see you, right?
Listen, let me tell you something. Don't wear the Niners jersey around here. Trust me.
Why not? Why not? Oh,
because you want to be alive on Monday.
Oh, we'll be decked out as soon as we get off the flight.
Wait for a second, bro.
Like we're going to the Persian Gulf War or something.
Jesus Christ, this isn't the Civil War. I'm going to a football game to root on my team, for Christ's sake. Do you have that many lowlifes in your fan base to where I can't wear my jersey? I mean, come on, suck it up and be an adult.
It's not about lowlifes. It's about, I'm just telling you, don't wear the jersey.
We'll be wearing Dwight Clark, number 87, will be in the building.
And I'll be wearing my custom number 1.
And you can let everybody out there in Philly know right now.
For the amount
Section
of
116, row 4.
We'll
be Section 116, row 4.
Yep.
Sounds like you just left Philadelphia. Know yourself.
Fellas.
Who was that? Who was that? Who's that sidekick?
That's our producer. And he is
Tell him to say it
the
with his
sidekick,
chest.
by the way.
Say it with your chest.
Done.
I want to hear it one more time.
Section 8, Philadelphia. Everybody in the 215. Section 116, row 4. Look for Dwight Clark. What jersey are you wearing, Chasky?
The number 1 custom red that's been undefeated in the playoffs.
We'll be there.
With my name on the back.
We'll be there. We can't wait to see you guys Monday.
I don't want anyone. I'll just say this: I don't want to be charged with manslaughter if you guys die. I did not give out that seat number. That's on you guys. We're done.
We're
fellas.
Done. You guys have a good one. We'll see you Monday. Please don't call in sick to work after that loss. John Ritchie, Joe DeCamera, 94 WIP. We're gonna die.
I love it. You don't wear your jersey. That's their big mantra.
I just let everybody in Pennsylvania know where we're sitting.
Yes.
Put the spotlight on us. Section 116, row 4.
Now put a helmet on because I'm coming for your head.
I'm not
I
wearing
need
no
the Dame
helmet.
talk.
You know what?
I might hire Dame just to come out with us.
You know what I need right now?
Huh?
I need a little juice in my life.
Let's go.
Juice in Fremont. What's happening?
Are you freaking serious? He comparing Philly coach to Bill freaking Walsh?
Thank you.
Did he know the difference between a Honda Sonata and a Ferrari? Even though both car moves, but they're a different class and an engine. They win one freaking ring, and now they swear they're elite. The Eagles are no more than the Seahawks of the freaking East. Let me tell you something. I'm tired of this disrespect. Everyone and their baby mama are picking the Eagles on TV and radio. Let me tell you guys something. This is not the NFC Leafs. We're not the Giants. We're not the Commanders. We're not the Cowboys. Well, let me tell you guys something. There's a reason why this team has made it consistently to the NFC Championship a couple of years. We have a history of going on the road and winning in places like Chicago, Green Bay, Dallas, Atlanta. Heck, if the Niner Empire could play in the parking lot, they would. Right now, they're playing. They're going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder. They're tired of hearing Jalen Hurts. They're dumb offensive line. And shots was fired when their idiotic coach said that, Jalen Hurts is Michael Jordan. Best believe that's bulletin-proof material. We will smack these fools in the mouth and make them like it. Bully ball is back. This Sunday, the Empire will be in another man's place, all in another man's stage. And all I'm going to say is after all is said and done, we will sing in unison that we got a green bird on our shoulder. We will definitely kill it. Bang, freaking bang.
I love Juice.
I don't even want to talk anymore. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. That's Juice at Fremont. You hear that? Talking about we're going to die. Don't wear your jerseys. Damn it, if one more person tells me not to wear my jersey, they may get socked in the face. I'm dead serious. The hell do they think we are? Frisco dudes ain't no punks, and I'm charged up now. I will be talking as soon as we land down at that damn airport at 10:35. I had it. I had it with this fan base. I'm sick of these guys. I've never, hey, Shasky, you know, in my adulthood, I never wanted a game. I thought last week, I was like, I got to have this game.
I did too.
I got to have this one.
I did too.
No.
The rivalry is now, this is a new one.
No, this is a new one.
This is a whole new thread.
This is a new one, yes.
I'm tired of getting pushed around.
Yeah, you know what? We may need a guru speech.
And honestly, I'm calling Niner fans out right now. You know you're going. We have to unite.
We will unite.
I can't wait.
We will unite. We will walk in that stadium together, and we will mob out.
Hands in tow.
This ain't L.A.
Give me the E40. This is the mob. I need to hear that.
I need to hear that one. Give me that one more
Niner
time.
mob. Let's go.
I need that one more time. I'm fired up now. I cannot wait to get out there. I cannot wait to walk out that stadium with a win. I cannot wait to walk into that radio station with the dub, with the Dwight Clark. I'm bringing 5 jerseys out there. To hell with it. I'm all Niner gear.
I'm checking
all
2
weekend.
bags.
You know what I'm saying? Mitchell and Ness will get flooded.
Like a hickey.
Enough's enough with these guys. Enough's enough. I've had it. Enough's enough. Bubble bath boy. Dude's 45 years old taking bubble baths.
Reading a book.
Dude, what are you doing? Philadelphia, we're tough for blue collar. Oh, we're getting your face. You bet not wear a jersey because we're going to beat you up. And this dude is out there taking bubble baths.
With rose petals in the tub.
Oh, my God. Lavender? Got lavender in there? Dude. Baby Chaz takes baby bubble baths. Even she's getting over it. Like, I ain't no bubbles, Papa. Bye-bye bubbles. This guy's 45 years old.
Bring me my G.I. Joes, Mom.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to walk in that stadium.
I need my Scuba
studio
Steve.
On Monday. You know what? We're going to get to the calls. Chish, Dwight, Joel, hang on tight. Bat signal's out. It's Papa Shasky.
I can't find the Toms.
Papa Shasky, what's happening? Let's go.
Hey, good morning, fellas. I don't know about you guys, but I'm surely going to miss not going with you guys. It reminds me of the parking lot back in L.A. last year. Well, I just hoping that Niner fans show up in Philadelphia. The one thing that I got to take back from those 2 guys from Philly is the arrogance.
It's
that everybody that
crazy.
calls in is the arrogance that these guys they just think, why are we even showing up? I mean, the way they're putting it down is.
Papa Shasky, can you believe that he said
there? No love.
Papa Shasky, real quick, can you believe that this guy out there, Bubble Bath Boy in Philadelphia, said their offense was reminiscent of the great Bill Walsh teams? They won one playoff game, and they're reminiscent of Bill Walsh. They're going to revolutionize the game like we haven't seen RPOs and spread offenses in the NFL in the last 10 years.
When you call them on the coach, and it got to butt squeezing time at the end of the game, they had no answer. They had no answer to that.
Pops, Bill Walsh, he put Nick Sirianni. They will revolutionize football for the next 20 years with Bill Walsh. I almost jumped out of my seat.
I can't believe
it. Because he's looking at a stupid TV when he should be watching the players on the field. What's with that guy?
You like
Pops,
Sirianni?
Papa, he's 45. Papa Shasky's 45 taking bubble baths. I thought Philadelphia was tough.
No, when I heard. Well, I started laughing when I heard the bubble bath. They go, "Oh, he's going to get reamed. He is only going to get reamed."
Unbelievable, man. I wish you'd come, Papa Shasky. You got to tell Noreen to pony up, max out the credit card. We need you in Philadelphia.
You guys, I love you guys. You guys have a safe trip. Be safe there, and show Niner pride when you guys are there.
Oh, for sure,
absolutely,
for sure. Win, lose or draw, show Niner pride. Show how the Bay Area, how we're supposed to support our team.
And let me ask you this. Who's the guy you're looking at that has to have the biggest game for them to win?
Kyle Shanahan.
Wow. I love that take.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one where it's all going to come down to his lap, right? The players are just going to execute what he tells them to do, right? Just like a general on the field, right? The soldiers aren't going to do unless the general tells them what to do, right? So I think that, it's going to come down to Shanahan making the right play calls against their defense. Our defense, DeMarco Ryans, is going to come up big. I know they're talking a lot of crap about our stopping the run game and the long ball down the field. But I think they got something special coming up. I really do.
I really do. Love you, Pops.
Love you, Pops.
All right, you guys have a safe flight and be good there, all right, guys?
Absolutely.
I'll FaceTime you when we get there.
Guys said, we don't want you to die.
I mean,
now we're threatening our lives.
I mean, come on.
We
We don't
got
want
Matt
you to
Steinmetz
die.
this week.
We don't want you to die.
Matt Steinmetz hasn't claimed Philadelphia in the last 6 years. All of a sudden, Philadelphia. Worried about Vontae Hill.
He's lived in California longer than he lived in Pennsylvania.
All of a sudden, he's a Philly guy. Ross Tucker, I told my family not to wear. You know what? It's on the
Vontae, I told my family not to wear any New York Giant gear.
No, you're right.
My bad. Look at our guy, Dwayne Fontana, in the YouTube chat. Dwayne Fontana in the YouTube chat.
One of the dopest lefties to ever come out of the city?
Fontana went to Philly last year. They weren't that tough. I mean, it's hype about their crowd. My God, I'm so scared of their crowd. You don't want to get me talking. And if you want to try to mollywop us and go 10-on-1, then you're that weak because you can't go 1-on-1. I'm not even trying to fight. But all of a sudden, you're threatening our lives, and I don't want you guys to get beat up and whatever.
Game.
Please.
Going to a football game.
I'm turned now. I want this one so damn bad. I wanted the 94 NFC Championship game against the Cowboys. I wanted that one really, really bad. I wanted the 2011 New York Giants. I wanted the Seattle game in 2013-14 when they went up to Seattle. This one's up there. Shasky, this one's up there. I want this one so damn bad. This would be the most accomplished, the most fascinating, the biggest road playoff win in Niners history.
You would go through Seattle and Pete Carroll.
Wow.
The Dallas Cowboys and Mike McCarthy, who used to be your offensive coordinator. And then Sirianni and the Eagles in Philadelphia. And by the way, they don't want to even bring up if they lose this game after getting the bye, after having the best record in the NFL for the whole season. I think it's going to be real tight come fourth quarter time.
Don't let that game be close in the fourth quarter, Philly. Don't let that game be close.
Oh, baby.
Lemon booty would be lemon large. Philadelphia. I can't. Oh man, I can't wait. Let's go to Austin in the Bay. Austin, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Hey, what's up with y'all, man? Hey, I'm glad y'all going out there. I'm sorry I can't join y'all, but go represent Vontae. Wear them 5 jerseys. At least wear 3, and bring out the other 2. With that being said, hey, our defense is about to destroy these Philadelphia's all year. We only allow 4 teams to go over 20 points. We do for a blowout. And all year, half the year, Kittle was blocking, and all of a sudden, Kyle Shanahan got it in his playbook, and now we all year we ain't show what we got in our playbook. Now the half the year came, we showed what we had somewhat, and all the other teams, they showed everything they got. Our Niners, our defense is due for a blowout.
Man, they are really underestimating this defense.
I can't get over Nick Sirianni.
Reminiscent. This offense is going to revolutionize football? Are you kidding? Nick Sirianni, the same guy who ran in the end zone. By the way,
we haven't even talked about that.
Brian Daboll from New York Giants is going to be a very good coach.
Yeah, I love
the
Daboll.
Giants.
I love Daboll.
Sirianni made a massive mistake last week. You go up 38-7, and this guy's running into the end zone.
I know.
You're up 31 points.
Ask McVay about how that's landed this year.
At least McVay did that early in the football game because he was fired up, and I got it. This guy did it when they were running up to score. They were up 38-7. This guy runs into the end zone. You don't think Daboll and company saw that saying, damn, okay. And he's mugging in the camera. I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy at all. Oh, I don't like this guy. I don't like anything about this.
It's the unearned arrogance to me that kills me. Like at least when we were facing, like for example, the Green Bay Packers or the Seahawks in years past, like in the playoffs, they at least had a Super Bowl in their back pocket with that particular quarterback or that particular ethos of a team. This one doesn't even have that. I mean, I know Lane's got it, but like Sirianni, you had nothing to do with it.
All right, let's go. Let's get Tish and Hercules. It's been a while.
Hey, Tish.
Tish, what's happening? Good morning to you, Tish. It's a long time no talk. We got her. Something's going on with my phone lines here. Oh, there we go. There you go, Tish. I got you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Tish.
Hi, guys. Okay, well, I love you guys.
But what you may not know is I grew up in Philadelphia.
Oh, my gosh.
And
I feel sorry for you.
Wait a minute. I have brothers and cousins and uncles back there talking my smack. They get angry when I say I'm a Californian. I've been here since the 90s. My kids were born in California.
Yep.
I work for the state of California. I pay California taxes. I'm a Californian now.
Hell yeah.
But I don't get as passionate about football. You know I'm a Warriors person.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But I always tell my relatives the Warriors began in Philadelphia, and don't hate on the Warriors. We're like cousins now, okay? So what I wanted to call to say is, they make Philadelphians sound like savages, and you know I'm a nice gal, so we're not all savages, number one. Number two,
agreed.
Don't forget to enjoy some things about Philadelphia while you're there.
Oh, we will.
Absolutely. I don't know how long you're going to be there. Everybody talks about cheesesteaks, but please get a Philadelphia soft pretzel.
Ooh, okay.
Yes,
a soft
no
pretzel.
doubt. Yep.
Do I get it with mustard?
Yes.
Okay.
Must get mustard.
Okay.
Secondly, I don't know what your budget is, but if you can, go to Bookbinder's Restaurant. That's like a Philadelphia classic.
Bookbinders, write that down.
Write that down. Somebody write that down.
Bookbinders.
Or DM us, Tish.
Then you can compare. Huh?
I don't know if you're on Twitter or Instagram, but if you want to send us an
Please.
itinerary,
Yes,
that would
please.
be awesome.
Bookbinders, you can compare when you get back. Which did you like better, Bookbinders or Aliotos? They're both classics on either coast.
See, now that's what
And
I'm
then
talking
don't
about,
forget,
Tish.
Huh?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, when I tell people I grew up in the birthplace of our nation, they have no idea what I'm talking about, even after Hamilton. But don't forget to go down to Independence Mall.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And look at Independence Hall. It's
Yeah, no
where it
doubt.
all began.
Good call.
Yeah, it's a good.
I want to do
just
that. I'm really excited.
I did that the first time I went to Philadelphia. It was really cool. It was cool.
But if I wear my colors, I might get killed.
I'm gonna get killed in Philadelphia. It's on. I'm ready to go till 12 o'clock right now. Willard Dibbs could take the day off. I'll go to 12 o'clock right now. I'm turned up. I'm ready.
You're standing. That's why
I don't stand up.
He's not even on the YouTube.
Stand up,
I
dude.
sit the whole
I could go to
time.
12 o'clock right now. Them dudes just got me. Bubble Bath Boy just
Want me to
reminiscent
let
to
him
Bill Walsh. And you guys don't have the defense and yada, yada, yada. Please. I'm going to be so fired up at this Warriors game today. I can't wait. Xfinity Fast 5. Let's go, Spadone.